When civilization's light is extinguished, cities become hunting grounds. When darkness devours hope, monsters dominate the land. The apocalypse is not hell. Human hearts are. Betrayal, plunder, morality sold out. All have long sunk into the abyss. I awaken amidst mountains of corpses and seas of blood. Apocalypse power, a single touch empowers all things. A single thought sweeps aside myriad foes. To guard brotherhood. Protect my beloved one. And save humanity from peril. With a mortal body rivaling gods. In this post-apocalyptic era, I shall write my legend of invincibility. With my invincibility, I protect what I love and guard my people. I shall rewrite the ending of this apocalypse. (2050) A meteorite shower descends upon Lanzhou. Crystal binds to the apocalypse system. Empower all things. Unlock the apocalypse's ultimate trump card. Zombie horde erupts. Meow Dao slashes zombies, absorbing energy. A level 1 evolved being dominates the field. High octane from the start. The battle for survival is imminent. My name is Li Xinghe. 2050, Lanzhou. The strange meteor shower was actually a deadly meteorite shower, awakened by a loud bang late at night. I found it in the hills behind the suburbs. A blue crystal. I put it in my pocket and went home. At dawn, the crystal floated and glowed. TC. A wave of heat swept through my body. Muscles surged. Senses sharpened. Global meteorites released a mysterious gas. Aggressive, harmful people appeared in cities. Rabies patients. The system roared. Detected failed evolved entities. Killing them grants energy. An editor colleague suddenly mutated and attacked. I kicked him away, rushing straight to the Bladesword Pavilion. Selected a high-carbon steel saber. Paid extra for sharpening. Totaled 10,000 yuan, and I took it. After sweeping 3 cartloads of supplies from the supermarket, I checked into a 5-star hotel. Screams echoed from the corridor late at night. Peeking through the peephole, I saw a butler zombie gnawing on a female corpse. System notification. Zombies' weakness is their head. Crystal cores can be converted into energy. Can empower body and equipment. I charged out. Decapitated with one strike. A warm crystal core rolled out. After absorption, energy accumulated to 100 points. A brilliant light enveloped me. A power to overwhelm even primal sources. The thought of empowering my weapon instantly ignited fiercely. The core trump card for apocalypse survival was finally in my grasp. The core of my apocalypse system is consuming energy to empower all things. Consumed 200 energy, empowering the Miao Dao into a nano-alloy steel saber. System notification. Sharpness doubled. With self-repairing properties. Can withstand attacks from level 2 zombies. The blade was dark and gleaming. Its weighty feel was perfect in my hand. Cutting with a swishing sound. After clearing the hotel up to the 5th floor, I encountered a shivering waitress, Wang Yan, curled in a corner. She was trembling all over. I threw her some food and a simple shield. Follow me. I can save your life. Her eyes lit up. And she immediately followed. The fat and thin security guards in the monitoring room had already witnessed my strength. Through the cameras, they rushed out, shouting, "Boss, we'll follow you. We know the hotel layout and can help you find supplies." As soon as the team formed, going downstairs, we ran into a 2.5-meter tall, strength-type zombie. System warning. I skillfully used kitchen oil to make it slip and leaped onto its back. The alloy steel saber plunged into its skull. Black blood spurted, gaining 200 energy. While cleaning up, I empowered a lighter into a solar one, and mineral water became a stamina recovery potion. Suddenly, from the basement warehouse on the 1st floor, a mutated orange cat with 16 speed burst out. Its sharp claws lunged straight for my throat. I dodged sideways and severely injured it with a kick. After feeding it the recovery potion, it rubbed affectionately against my palm. I named it Big Orange. The team gained another fierce member. Next, we should prepare to break out of the hotel. Meteorite shower descended. Apocalypse system awakened. Meow Dao slashes zombies, advancing to level 1. Lightning ability swept the field. Seizing battle armor from the police station, everyone switched to rifles. The apocalypse's power ceiling unlocked today. Xiao Wan'er is my childhood friend from the orphanage. Before the apocalypse, she worked in Qingshui City. She's the one I must find, even if it means crossing a horde of zombies. She is gentle and resilient. We promised to reunite. Now, with my team, I'm setting out, determined to bring her back safely. From the apocalypse, the convoy set off for Qingshui City to find Xiao Wan'er. Just as we left Lanzhou, we were ambushed by zombies. Dense hordes of zombies charged from both sides, and there was a strange zombie that could shriek commands, controlling them from the rear. Its body was hunched. Its eyes glowed red. Its shrieks could make ordinary zombies become frenzied. Big Orange, go! At my command. Big Orange by my side leaped in response. Its sharp claws smashing zombie heads. I suddenly felt a tingling in my palm, and a blue-violet lightning sphere condensed into being. System notification. The lightning sphere whistled out, instantly obliterating several zombies. The zombies struck, convulsed, and fell to the ground. Fatty and Thin acted in perfect coordination, holding shields, firmly blocking outside the vehicle, keeping zombies at a safe distance. Wang Yin hid behind, protecting herself with a simple shield. The strange zombie, seeing things go south, turned and fled into the ruins. I tried to imbue the blade with lightning. The blade glowed with electricity and had a paralyzing effect when striking. Combat power directly doubled. This battle yielded 83 crystal cores. After absorbing them, Fatty and Thin advanced to level 1 evolved beings. Their attributes each increased by 5 points. While resting, we inspected the vehicle. The tires had cracks from zombie claws. I decided to empower the vehicle later. Ahead, abandoned vehicles increased, and the air was thick with the stench of corpses. A more intense encounter was already lurking in the shadows. On the way, we discovered a police station. Many zombies roamed in the yard. Among them was a strength-type zombie, even stronger than before. System detected. I cleverly used the horn to attract some of the zombies. Fatty and Thin held shields, engaging them head-on. I circled around, clearing them one by one. When the alloy steel saber sliced through zombie necks, it was effortless. The moment I blew open the armory, my eyes lit up. Special operations suits, Type 95 rifles, grenades, everything was there. There was also a box of sniper rounds and riot shields. I consumed 2,000 energy to empower the combat suit into a low-profile alloy battle armor. System notification. Wearing the battle armor, my combat power soared. My alloy steel saber pointed directly at the power-type zombie's back of the head. The monster suddenly turned, blocked the attack with its broad, thick shoulders, and threw a punch at me with a backhand. I quickly dodged sideways. The punch's wind grazed past my ear. System notification. The skin on the neck is relatively weak. My gaze sharpened. I pushed off with my feet and leaped again. The alloy steel saber flashed with a cold gleam, precisely slashing at its neck. The setting sun pierced through the police stations, broken windows, falling upon the ground full of zombies. On their corpses, the journey ahead was undoubtedly approached with more confidence. Searching for Xiao Wan'er, ambushed by zombies. Bizarre zombie controls the zombie horde. I awakened my lightning ability and obliterated them, confronting a level 20 power-type zombie head-on. Battle armor empowered, striking weaknesses. Utterly satisfying. The entire team changed into new gear. Fatty carried his rifle, unable to put it down. Fired practice shots at an empty target. Bullets whistled past. After Wang Yin donned her combat suit, she looked heroic and valiant, precisely headshotting a distant zombie. While organizing supplies, we found ample ammunition, enough to support long-term combat. Just as we were about to set off, system alert. My eyes narrowed. I must obtain this crystal core. It might even raise my lightning ability another level, maxing out my ranged combat power. Following the system's guidance, we headed straight for launching prison. This is the territory of Lei Jun, a lightning ability user. Lei Jun was a death row inmate who awakened his lightning ability in the apocalypse. Releasing lightning, he easily destroyed the prison gate. He rallied a group of prisoners. After eliminating the prison guards, they seized the guards' weapons. He sent people to block passing vehicles by the roadside, arrogantly shouting, "Those who know what's good for them, leave your supplies and women, and we'll spare your lives." His henchmen behind him surrounded me, guns raised. With greedy and ferocious eyes, I stormed into launching prison alone. My battle armor easily deflected his lightning attacks. Electricity crackled on the battle armor, but could not penetrate it. Lei Jun roared, "Impossible. No one can block my lightning." I utilized my speed advantage to get behind him. "We both have lightning abilities, but yours is too weak." He frantically unleashed lightning in retaliation. 2 lightning bolts, as thick as arms, streaked directly towards my face. I activated my lightning shield and withstood them, then seized the opportunity to slash through his lightning shield. My alloy steel saber killed him on the spot. After absorbing his crystal core, system notification. My lightning ability can condense lightning orbs for ranged attacks, and can also form a shield for defense, or attach to my body to increase lethality. Unbeatable in both ranged and close combat. We cleared the prison of zombies, and gained a large amount of supplies. The newly acquired lightning ability, when combined with my original abilities, increased its power exponentially. I pressed the accelerator harder. My confidence in heading to Qingshui City completely soared. 1. I'm getting closer to you. Downpour carries mutant energy. Everyone awakens their ability. I gained time stop, confronting an evolved level 2 zombie head-on, heading straight for Qingshui City. The convoy sped along towards Qingshui City. Xiaoya sat in the skinny man's car, clenching the dry bread, handed to her by Wang Yan. Ever since Li Xinghe rescued her, in the kitchen of the Huanyu Hotel, this little girl, who had lost her mother, had been following the team. Her eyes, initially filled with panic, slowly grew steady. Occasionally, she would help organize supplies, quietly remembering the safety tips Wang Yan had given her. Suddenly, the sky abruptly turned dark. Large raindrops pelted the car roof, pitter-pattering loudly. Visibility instantly blurred. The wipers swung frantically, but struggled to clear the rain curtain. System emergency alert. My jie chu ke ti sheng. Everyone, stop the cars. Collect rainwater. I made a swift decision. The team members immediately took out their spare buckets and water bottles. I activated the system and quickly reinforced the collected rainwater into awakening potions. The clear rainwater, under the blue light, transformed into a pale golden liquid. Fatty, you go first. I handed him a bottle of potion. Fatty tilted his head back and guzzled it. He suddenly let out a roar, and his muscles instantly bulged. His formerly loose combat suit became taut. He punched the ground, splashing water everywhere. I've awakened a strength ability. I can lift cars. The skinny man eagerly took the potion and drank it. His figure suddenly flickered, leaving behind an afterimage. When he reappeared, he was already standing 10 meters away. I have a speed ability. I'm twice as fast as before. Wang Yan hesitated, holding the potion. Under Xiaoya's encouraging gaze, she drank it. Instantly, her eyes became clear and bright. She casually glanced at a map and blurted out, "There's an abandoned gas station 3 kilometers ahead. There are 3 road signs at the left intersection. The compressed biscuits we collected earlier. We have 17 packs left. And 46 crystal cores. System notification." I handed a bottle of potion to Xiaoya. The little girl shyly took it. After taking small sips to finish it, a soft, emerald green energy suddenly appeared around her, lingering at her fingertips. The system exclaimed, "A rare life-type healing ability, capable of healing injuries." Xiaoya tried to raise her hand and touch Wang Yan's forearm, which had been scratched by a zombie. The redness and swelling at the wound instantly subsided. Finally, I drank the enhanced level 2 awakening potion. A refreshing sensation enveloped my entire body. The sound of rain around me suddenly slowed. Raindrops hung suspended in midair, as if time had been paused. System notification. The entire team's ability awakening completely transformed the team's combat power. The heavy rain gradually stopped. The post-rain sunshine pierced through the clouds. Appearing on the road were several evolved level 2 zombies. Their muscles were coiled and knotted, and their skin was covered in a keratin layer. Their attributes had greatly increased compared to level 1 zombies. But at this moment, we were no longer desperate survivors struggling to exist. Instead, we were apocalypse powerhouses wielding abilities. The outline of Qingshui City was clearly visible in the bright sky. As the convoy just exited Jiayang District, they rescued Qinjun, who was surrounded by speed-type zombies. This inheritor of the Qin-style Tai Chi saber originally intended to drive to Shihai City to find relatives, but was intercepted by zombies, barely holding on with masterful blade techniques. Grateful for the life-saving grace, and it happened to be on their way. Qinjun immediately joined the team, becoming a new member with formidable combat strength. While passing through a dilapidated village to replenish supplies, Fatty and Slim's cries for help suddenly rang out. "Boss, help! This pear tree has become a spirit." I rushed over, wielding my blade, only to see in the small courtyard at the village entrance. The two were caught by 3 pear tree branches as thick as wooden barrels, firmly binding them. The sharp barbs on the branches pierced their combat suits, and as they struggled, the barbs dug deeper. They grimaced in pain. System prompt. By to enhance body attributes __, Fatty and Slim struggled with all their might to break free. I raised my hand, condensing a blue-violet lightning orb. The crackling lightning, carrying a whooshing sound, blasted towards the entwining branches. "Boss, quick, look at the main trunk. These fruits are golden and glistening. Definitely no ordinary item," Fatty shouted, pointing at the golden fruits among the branches. The remaining branches suddenly went berserk. Dozens of thin branches lashed out like whips. "Brother Chun, throw rocks to distract it." I yelled, picked up shattered rocks, and threw them at the tree crown. Qinjun, Wang Yan, and Xiaoya all followed suit. Rocks pelted the pear tree like a shower of rain. The mutated pear tree was enraged. All its branches furiously whipped at the rocks. The main branch swept, sending dirt flying. Qinjun seized the opportunity, swinging his blade to sever 2 thin branches. I pushed off with my feet and charged forward, aiming for the joint between the main branch and the trunk, and fiercely slashed down. The tree trunk crashed to the ground. I plucked a few golden fruits. I first took a bite. As the sweet juice went down my throat, system prompt. Attributes boosted by 3 points. After consuming 500 energy to empower 1 fruit, I distributed them to everyone. Fatty and Slim Each had their attributes increased by 2 points. Shun Jun's body glowed with light, successfully advancing to a level 1 evolved being. I discovered that the pear tree wood was exceptionally hard, so I empowered the main branch into an alloy staff. Fatty took it and swung it, shouting excitedly with a whooshing sound. This weapon is so potent. The team gained a new member, new weapons, and all members' attributes were boosted. After resting, we continued to advance towards Qingshui City. The dangers of the path ahead only increased our anticipation. The convoy drove along the dilapidated highway, approaching Qingshui City. The road surface was riddled with potholes. On both sides, abandoned vehicles were haphazardly piled, exuding the desolation of the apocalypse. Suddenly, Fatty shouted, "Boss, there's a person by the roadside." I signaled for a halt, only to see beside the bushes, an 18 or 19-year-old girl was lying there. Xiao, using her newly awakened healing energy, gently brushed over her forehead. Wang Yin quickly offered water and bread. The girl's eyelashes fluttered, and tears instantly welled up. "My name is Su Xiao. Mom, to protect me, was killed by a motorcycle gang." Su Xiao recounted, choking back sobs. They had originally intended to go to Qingshui City to seek refuge with relatives, but midway they encountered the motorcycle gang. Her mother, to let her hide in the bushes, alone drew away the enemies. Finally, she met a tragic end by the roadside. She hid for a day and a night, hungry and scared, before finally collapsing. Her words had barely fallen, when from afar came a deafening engine roar. Over a dozen modified motorcycles came roaring towards them. They stopped in front of the convoy and yelled arrogantly, "If you know what's good for you, hand over this woman and that awesome battle vehicle. I'll spare your lives. I will avenge my mother." Su Xiao shot to her feet, condensing fist-sized fireballs in her hands. She hurled them, whistling, at the motorcycle gang. I activated my lightning ability. Blue-violet lightning orbs condensed in my palm, and I launched several in succession, toppling 3 or 4 motorcycles. Fatty swung his alloy staff, sweeping through the enemy ranks. The staff whistled, smashing the motorcycle gang, breaking their bones and tearing their tendons. Slim, wielding twin blades, darted through with agile movements. As his blades flashed, the motorcycle gang's machetes snapped one after another. Seeing this, the bald man pulled out a gun. He fired 2 shots, aiming at me. The bullets struck my battle armor, only making a clanging sound. I leaped into the air. My nano-alloy steel saber was imbued with lightning, pale blue electric light coiling around its blade, drawing a sharp arc in the air, and slashed down at the bald man. The bald man's pupils constricted sharply. He was cut down by a single stroke. Su Xiao looked at the bald man's corpse, knelt on the ground and cried out, "Mom, I've avenged you." Xiaoya stepped forward and gently hugged her. Healing energy slowly flowed, soothing her emotions. While clearing the battlefield, Slim, from the pocket of a motorcycle gang member, pulled out a yellowish map. "Boss, it seems this is their lair. Inside, perhaps, there are also imprisoned survivors." I looked at the map, then looked at Su Xiao's reddened eyes, and said gravely, "On our way, let's make a trip to launching service area to rescue those trapped. One more person means one more hope for survival." Su Xiao raised her head, and a faint light ignited in her eyes. The convoy set off again, heading towards launching service area. Though the path ahead still held dangers, but the power of unity would ultimately cleave through the gloom of the apocalypse. Storming the survivor base. Kill 50 level 2 evolved zombies to break the record. Captain Gale, seeking revenge, issued a challenge. A duel on the death arena. I want to make a name for myself in the base. The convoy finally arrived at Qingshui City survivor base. From afar, we could see the towering concrete perimeter wall, standing tall on the desolate plain. The 8-meter-high wall was covered in zombie claw marks and bullet holes. Its top was wrapped with 3 layers of barbed wire, rusted and mottled. 2 soldiers, equipped with rifles and bulletproof vests, stood guard vigilantly. Seeing us approach, they immediately raised their hands to stop us. Those without base identification must complete designated missions to earn contribution points before being granted entry. We followed the soldiers into the outer city registration office. We then learned that 10,000 contribution points could be exchanged for an inner city pass. The group headed directly for the nearby mission hall. On the wall's bulletin board, it was covered with yellowed mission slips. The most prominent was our chosen D-rank mission: to kill level 2 evolved zombies. Each one killed grants 1,200 contribution points. We'll take this mission. I explained our purpose to the supervisor behind the counter. The supervisor handed over a mission recorder and repeatedly instructed, "Level 2 zombie combat power far exceeds regular types. Be extremely careful." Not long after leaving the city, on the desolate streets, roars began to echo. Dozens of level 2 zombies surrounded us. Their skin was festering and oozing pus. Their limbs twisted and deformed. Their strength and speed had doubled compared to level 1 zombies. "Attack!" at my command, Su Xiao took the lead. She conjured fist-sized fireballs in both hands, throwing them one after another. The scorching hot flames instantly engulfed 3 zombies. Skinny, with his speed ability, weaved among them. His dual short blades flashed with fierce slashes, but he was accidentally grazed by a zombie's sharp claws, scratching his arm. Xiaoya immediately stepped forward. Emerald green healing energy swirled around her fingertips. She gently brushed it over Skinny's wound. The bloodstains instantly receded, and the redness and swelling quickly disappeared. Meanwhile, Shinjun applied his newly awakened slicing ability to his Tai Chi saber, precisely severing a zombie's limb. His movements were swift and decisive. I seized the opportunity, activating my time ability. The surrounding zombies instantly froze. Taking advantage of this 3-second interval, I conjured several blue-purple lightning spheres and blasted them continuously towards the zombie horde. The zombies fell to the ground, twitching. Fatty, shouldering his alloy staff, charged into the zombie horde like a bulldozer. His thick alloy staff, whistling through the air, swept horizontally. Wherever it passed, zombies were all sent flying. The sound of shattering bones was incessant. In half a day, we not only cleared out the zombies from 3 streets, but also eliminated 12 more troublesome mutated zombies. When we returned to the mission hall with our mission recorder, the supervisor, after verifying the data, stared at the register and exclaimed, "Killed 50 level 2 zombies in half a day. And 12 mutated zombies. This is the fastest mission completion record since the base was established." He then handed us a voucher for 78,000 contribution points and 4 intercity passes into our hands. The life and death arena was packed with survivors. 3 layers deep, inside and out, dense and impenetrable. Discussions rose and fell ceaselessly. Some clenched their fists and exclaimed, "That's Feng Outyin, a level 2 storm ability user, the leader of the Hurricane team." Others whispered, "The Dawn Squad just broke the mission record. Li Xinghe might have a trump card." All gazes focused on the center of the stage. The tension was so thick you could wring water from it. "You killed my Hurricane vice captain. Today, I'll make you pay a blood debt with blood." He roared furiously, unleashing his level 2 storm ability. 3 lightning-infused storms instantly formed. Fierce winds howled across the stage, kicking up debris and dust, making the surrounding survivors unable to open their eyes. Li Xinghe's eyes narrowed. He instantly conjured a lightning shield. The 3 storms collided with the lightning shield one after another. The roaring was deafening. He scoffed. "Is that all you've got? And you dare call yourselves the base's #1 team?" No sooner had he spoken, Li Xinghe sprang forward, lunging like lightning before Feng Outyin. Feng Outyin hastily unleashed a storm to block him, but Li Xinghe sidestepped it. His blade slashed across Feng Outyin's chest armor, leaving a gash deep enough to reveal bone. Li Xinghe seized the opportunity, abruptly activating his time ability. Feng Outyin's roar froze on his face. The entire world fell into stillness. Taking advantage of this 3-second interval, Li Xinghe instantly circled behind Feng Outyin. His alloy steel saber was firmly held against his neck. I said coldly, "You lost." Feng Outyin, his face full of unwillingness, roared and struggled. "Impossible. I'm a level 2 ability user." Li Xinghe no longer wasted words. His hand rose, the blade fell, and Feng Outyin fell. After a moment of dead silence, the entire venue erupted in thunderous cheers. "Dawn Squad is awesome. Li Xinghe is incredible." The shouts rose and fell incessantly. As Li Xinghe stepped off the life and death arena, a familiar female voice pierced through the commotion. "Xinghe." He suddenly turned around. He saw Xiao Wan'er, tears in her eyes, running towards him, her long hair fluttering in the wind. She rushed into his embrace, ignoring all eyes. "I knew you would come." Behind her, and ran towards us, teasing. "Sister Wan'er talks about you every day at the base." She finally got her wish. Li Xinghe held Xiao Wan'er tightly, savoring the warmth of having her back. His heart was filled with solace. However, this tender moment did not last long. From a tall building in the distance, a pair of sinister eyes stared intently at the embracing couple. A figure in the shadows whispered, "Proceed as planned. You must bring Xiao Wan'er back." A conspiracy targeting Xiao Wan'er had already begun to quietly unfold in the shadows. Before departing, Li Xinghe had used the Apocalypse system to enhance the squad's Type 95 assault rifles into X-type laser guns. The blue and white rifle bodies gleamed with a technological luster. A display screen at the rear of the rifle showed the remaining energy in real time. It could be recharged via solar, electrical, or gold cores. One level 1 crystal could support 50 shots. Its penetrating power was extremely strong, perfect for this breakout mission. The streets of Zhanjiang district had long become a zombie inferno. Abandoned vehicles lay strewn haphazardly, blocking the roads. The roars of level 2 zombies rose and fell incessantly. Their rotting limbs dragged along the ground. The military convoy led the way, and as heavy machine guns swept, zombies fell one after another. But more zombies surged from the buildings on both sides, especially 3 speed-type level 2 zombies. agilely dodged the bullets. Their claws scraped against the vehicles, emitting harsh screeching sounds. They lunged directly at the fiery squad's modified vehicle. Exclamations from the fiery extermination squad members came through the comms. Although Yin Yang's flame ability could incinerate zombies, he was spread too thin. The vehicle was firmly grasped by over a dozen zombies. Tires screeched against the ground, and the vehicle itself was shaking slightly. I acted decisively. I moved closer to the fiery convoy. Su Xiao used her laser gun to clear the roof. Fatty and Skinny coordinated their advance. Su Xiao pulled the trigger of her X-type laser gun. A blue-white beam precisely swept across the roof. 3 zombies instantly dropped, their wounds charred black and smoking. Sizzling electrical sounds also emanated from them. Fatty drew his alloy staff and fiercely smashed the zombies clinging to the car door. With several thuds, the zombies' heads were smashed to pulp. Black blood splattered all over the vehicle. Skinny's blade moved like lightning, precisely severing zombie arms. The two worked in perfect sync. They quickly cleared the threats from the vehicle's sides. I raised my hand and conjured lightning spheres, firing them continuously. Blue-purple lightning spheres exploded among the zombie horde, blasting open a gap in the distant zombie horde that was blocking our path. At the end of the street, a 3-meter-tall, level 3 strength-type zombie charged out. Its skin was dark brown, and its muscles were bulging like iron, rushing at extreme speed towards the moving convoy. It's a level 3 zombie. Commander Lu's roar echoed. Heavy machine guns, concentrate fire. A hail of bullets struck the zombie, only leaving shallow bloodstains. The zombie roared, continuing to close in. Li Xinghe's gaze sharpened. Activating his time ability, the surroundings instantly froze, his alloy steel saber imbued with lightning. One precise strike cleaved the zombie's neck. The convoy advanced over the zombie remains. A black-robed figure observed through binoculars. A sinister smile curled his lips. His fingertips caressed the communicator. He murmured, "Young Master Zheng, the target convoy has entered Zhanjiang district. Prepare for action as planned." The convoy rolled over the frozen road, finally arriving at the West River's banks, the National Cold Storage Facility. This colossal steel structure building, like a sunken steel behemoth. Its massive gate shut like an iron sluice. Bone-chilling cold seeped from its cracks. "Everyone, disembark. Commander." He unrolled the map. His fingertip landed heavily on the west side. "The backup power is in the west machine room. We must activate it quickly. Otherwise, the cold storage's low temperature won't hold out for long." He turned to Yin Yang and me. His tone was resolute. "Military soldiers will guard the main gate. Dawnfire will split up. Captain Lee, take your team to activate the power." "Understood." We rushed straight to the machine room. Fatty grinned, shouldering his alloy rod. "Finally, a tough fight. Time to stretch these muscles." Su Xiao gripped her laser gun. Its blue and white barrel gleamed with technological luster. "There's a high chance of zombies in the machine room. Everyone, stay alert." Dust-laden cold air rushed towards us. The machine room was dim, generator covered in dust, tangled lines, ice and snow drifting. "Brother Chun, check and repair the lines." I stood guard, saber in hand. Fatty and I. "Su Xiao will provide cover." Chen Jun took out his tools. "Don't worry. It's my old trade. I'll have it done quickly." Suddenly, the ice beneath our feet cracked. Fine cracks spread rapidly. I looked down. A huge black shadow moved quickly beneath the ice. "Careful. Something's under the ice." "Colossus." The ice surface exploded. A colossal, snow-white, giant octopus monster burst out. Each tentacle was as big as 2 cars. 8 ice-armored tentacles assailed us with chilling aura. The air froze wherever they swept. A level 3 mutant ice octopus. I swung my saber, severing a tentacle. The severed limb instantly froze into an ice block. Su Xiao fired, but the beam was blocked by an ice shield. "That ice shield is too hard. Hurry and start the generator." I activated my lightning shield to block its assault. "Fatty, cover me." Fatty swung his rod at the ice shield. Ice shards flew. "This damn shield is truly tough." Chen Jun sped up. Sweat dripped onto the ground, condensing into ice beads. "Almost ready." He pressed the button. The machine room lights flared. The cooling system activated. The cold intensified. The ice octopus roared, provoked. Its attacks grew more frenzied. "Use lightning to break the shield." I gathered a lightning orb in my palm. "Fatty, create a diversion." Fatty continuously smashed the shield. I seized the chance and hurled the lightning orb. The lightning exploded. The ice shield was riddled with cracks. "Now." Chen Jun drew his Tai Chi saber. Imbued with the power of severance, 9, he lunged, cleaving towards the octopus's head. The ice octopus wailed. Its body rapidly stiffened, eventually freezing into an ice sculpture. At this moment, Yin Yang's voice came over the walkie-talkie. "Captain Lee. Interior secure. Supplies intact. Done. Let's regroup." The river wind blew through the door, bringing a hint of warmth, declaring victory in this hard-won battle. Oh. The cold wind from the west riverbanks, swirling with ice shards, swept past the National Cold Storage's steel exterior. We had just moved the first batch of frozen meat into the transport vehicle, when suddenly, gunshots echoed from the distant ice, mixed with soldiers' screams, instantly piercing the riverside's deadly silence. This is bad. An ambush. My heart clenched abruptly. I immediately swung my saber, severing the entangled ropes. I urgently shouted to everyone, "Get back to the military vehicles," not daring to pause for a moment. We rushed back in a frenzy. From a distance, we saw 3 military vehicles, completely surrounded by Phantom's forces. Black-robed figures darted across the frozen road. Su Qian floated at the very front. Beneath his black robe, his withered hands, condensed mist as thick as ink. A soldier tried to step forward and stop him. As soon as he touched the mist, he convulsed and fell to the ground. His skin, at a visible speed, turned black and festered. The military vehicle's bulletproof glass was already corroded and cracked by the black mist. The next second, it shattered with a crash. Fragments, mixed with ice shards, splattered. I saw and ran Xiao Wan'er, tightly in her arms. Her hands tightly covered Wan'er's ears. Then she made Wan'er hide under the seat. "Sister Wan'er, don't make a sound. Wait for rescue. Su Qian dares to touch my people." Fury instantly surged to my head. Blue-violet lightning around me, uncontrollably wove into a net, enveloping the Phantom members. Su Qian cackled eerily. The black mist quickly condensed into a shield, forcibly blocking the lightning attack. Li Xinghe, Xiao Wan'er, are the people young Master Zheng specifically requested. Hand them over if you're smart, and I'll spare your life. In your dreams, I gritted my teeth and roared. Beside me, Fatty already swung his alloy rod in a horizontal sweep. The thin man's short saber precisely stabbed, coordinated with Qinjun, whose Tai Chi saber was imbued with the power of severance. Saber glints flashed. As minions fell one after another, Su Xiao raised her X-type laser gun, precisely striking Phantom members' heads. Seeing this, Su Qian transformed his black mist into sharp claws and clawed at me. His claws gleamed with an eerie, ghostly light. I dodged aside, my nanoalloy steel saber imbued with raging lightning. The saber aura collided with the black mist, emitting a sizzling sound. The black mist, upon encountering the lightning, instantly evaporated and dispersed. From the corner of my eye, I caught sight of Wan'er inside the vehicle. Suddenly, a gentle, warm current surged in my chest. That warm current flowed along my arm towards my fingertips. Her hands suddenly glowed with a faint golden radiance. Instinctively, she raised her hand and waved. A semi-transparent light shield instantly enveloped the entire military vehicle. The black mist, upon touching the light shield, vanished without a trace, and Rand's eyes widened. Sister Wan'er is a healing-type ability user, so powerful. Seeing this scene, a surge of joy filled my heart. My time ability suddenly activated. Su Qian's black mist solidified into ice crystals. Even the sound of the wind vanished. My alloy saber's blunt side pressed against his neck, the cold blade against his skin. Who is young Master Zheng? Second, what is your purpose in capturing Wan'er? Su Qian suddenly burst into maniacal laughter. The mist beneath his black robe instantly surged. The powerful shockwave pushed me back half a step. When the smoke cleared, Su Qian was already gone. I quickly rushed to the military vehicle, pulled open the door, and asked urgently, "Wan'er and Ran, are you two all right?" Wan'er shook her head. It seems the secret surrounding Wan'er is far more complex than I imagined. My Apocalypse battle vehicle is a second-hand Chang'an SUV, reinforced by the system. Its body is dark gray, gleaming with a cold metallic luster. Bulletproof, blast-resistant, and with intelligent driving. A true post-apocalyptic mobile fortress. After Su Qian self-detonated and escaped in his black mist, I immediately activated my battle armor and its shoulder-mounted 50 cubic meter dimensional space. I shouted to everyone, "Hurry and move the supplies. Don't waste time." Frozen beef, mutton, and frost-covered vegetables were continuously sent into the space. Ice crystals instantly condensed at the entrance. Soon, the system prompted, "Storage space full." Camp Commander Liu, seeing the supplies vanish into thin air, couldn't help but exclaim, "Captain Li, this ability is truly an apocalyptic miracle for transport." I smiled, saying nothing more. This is just the tip of the system's abilities. The convoy returned, driving onto the Shijiang Bridge. The river wind, carrying damp, cold mist, blew in our faces. The bridge surface bore zombie claw marks and dark red stains. I had Xiao Kai control the battle vehicle, positioning it to the left of Xiao Wan'er's military vehicle. The battle armor's AI performed a scan. Metal reflections detected on both sides of the bridge surface. Exercise caution. I gripped the steering wheel tightly, my gaze instantly sharpening. Just as we exited the bridge, several reinforced steel road barriers suddenly rose from the road. Over a dozen modified vehicles pursued us from the bridge. Young Master Zheng, leading them, stood on a car roof, arrogantly shouting, "Li Xinghe, hand over Xiao Wan'er and half your supplies, and I'll let you pass." The leader of the Illuminati beside him, Wang Jia, had blinding white light emanating from his hands. A light blade coalesced in his palm. "You a mere clown?" Blue light flashed around me, and the alloy battle armor instantly covered my entire body. The nanoalloy steel saber was clasped in my hand. Wang Lei sneered and charged. "Arrogant fool." The light blade whistled as it struck. I swung my saber to parry, and lightning spread along the blade. Wang Lei was struck by the electric current, twitching as he flew backward. Fatty swung his alloy rod at the modified vehicle. The front steel plate dented and shattered. Skinny activated his speed ability, his figure becoming a blur. His twin blades precisely pierced the heads of the remaining phantoms. Xiao Wan'er's hands glowed with a faint golden light shield, protecting. A soldier grazed by a stray bullet. She said with concern, "Hold on," and Ran pulled out her reinforced radio. Urgently calling, "Dad, Shijiang Bridge is under attack. Send reinforcements immediately." Young Master Zheng, seeing his subordinates routed, turned and fled towards the bridge's end. Lightning erupted beneath my feet, and I instantly caught up. My lightning-wrapped fist slammed into his chest. "Tell me, what is this conspiracy to capture Wan'er?" Young Master Zheng spat blood and fell to the ground, his eyes full of malice. "She possesses meteorite genes. She is the key to unlocking the meteorite's secret." No sooner had he spoken than urgent military vehicle sirens wailed in the distance. I felt a sense of relief. Support has arrived. I pressed my blade against young Master Zheng's neck, increasing the pressure. Chilling, killing intent spread. "What is the meteorite's secret? If you don't speak, don't expect to leave alive today." As the military's reinforcement convoy roared closer, I was watching Fatty firmly pin young Master Zheng to the ground. The guy, his wrists tied behind his back, still yelled, blood foam at his mouth. "How dare you touch me? My uncle is the deputy commander of the military region." I watched with cold eyes. In the apocalypse, status is no charm for protection. The Phantom and Illuminati members nearby were already scattered and broken. Survivors, over half dead or injured, dragged their mangled bodies, fleeing towards the city outskirts. No one dared to look back. The convoy, loaded with 20,000 tons of cold storage supplies, returned. The news had already spread like wildfire. Survivors lined both sides of the road, craning their necks to gaze at the sealed supply boxes. Discussions rose and fell, enough to sustain the base for a long time. Children clung to the vehicle sides, their eyes filled with hunger and longing for food. I gazed at this scene, sighing inwardly. In the apocalypse, even a little bit of supplies can ignite hope. The atmosphere in Beijing's conference room was solemn. The military region commander sat at the head of the table. Leaders of various teams were seated on either side. Camp Commander Liu was the first to rise. The Dawn Squad deserves the most credit. They held off most of the zombies and handled the ambush. They should rightfully receive 30% of the supplies. Yin concurred. Without Captain Li, we wouldn't have broken through the encirclement. 30% is not too much. The other leaders looked troubled. Yet no one dared to object. They probably still remembered the swift, decisive way I eliminated Feng Yaoyan. I slowly waved my hand. "We only need 10%. The entire assembly was astonished. Xiao Wan'er smiled and added, "For the base to be stable, everyone must survive. Ordinary survivors have been without food for too long. The region needs these supplies." The military region commander's eyes flashed with approval. He rose and applauded. Captain Li truly understands what's just and righteous. After the meeting, young Master Zheng was escorted to the cells. I learned from Camp Commander Liu that he, relying on his identity as the deputy commander's nephew, had been acting tyrannically in the base. Someone is backing him up. And Su Qin won't give up either. Back at the station, I immediately assigned Fatty and Skinny to 24-hour patrol. Wang Yin prioritized stocking medical supplies and ammunition. Xiao Wan'er's healing ability became increasingly proficient. Every day, she went to the medical station to help. Verting green energy, eased pain, and stopped bleeding. Survivors called it light of life. And Rand pestered me daily to learn how to use a laser gun. "I want to kill zombies too. I don't want to be protected." She pestered me relentlessly. I took time to guide Fatty and Skinny. I was busy enhancing equipment with golden crystals. The squad's reputation grew daily. Many survivors applied to join. I established a screening rule based on strength and character. As night deepened, I stood at the outpost entrance, gazing towards the inner city. My eyes were grim. Su Qin's disappearance was like a thorn. The forces behind young Master Zheng harbored sinister intentions. In the apocalypse, stability is always temporary. Only by growing stronger can I protect those around me. The roars outside the base grew closer and closer, even from the night patrol soldiers. Walkie-talkies. Frequent reports came through of level 3 zombies appearing. The air was filled with the zombies. Distinctive stench of decay mingled with a suffocating sense of tension. I sat cross-legged in the garrison courtyard. A small mountain of crystals piled before me. Tens of thousands of crystals refracted a faint halo of light. Among them, several level 3 crystals emitted a deep, eerie glow. These were all the spoils gained by everyone, blade by blade, from zombies. Each one soaked in blood and sweat. "Boss, this is what we've saved for so long. Are you really going to use it all?" Fatty rubbed his hands and edged closer, his eyes filled with reluctance. Xiao Wan'er handed me a bottle of water. Her eyes were full of concern. I took the water and drank it in one gulp. My mind was made up. The zombies are getting stronger now. We must break through. We need stronger power to protect ourselves. Closing my eyes, I said gravely, "System, upgrade to level 4 evolved body." No sooner had I spoken than the surrounding crystals instantly floated up, rapidly spinning around me, forming a dazzling vortex of crystals. Dense energy, like a surging tide, continuously poured into my body. My meridians felt as if they were being flushed by a warm current, and my aura steadily surged upward, as if breaking through a certain, invisible restraint. The attribute panel refreshed in my mind. 45. 50. A golden prompt appeared. Space ability unlocked. I opened my eyes, and with a thought, I raised my hand and gestured into the empty space before me. A spatial rift suddenly appeared. On the other side of the rift was clearly the street outside the base. I could even see a few wandering zombies. Holy crap, boss. What kind of ability is this? Can you just pass through it? Fatty jumped up in shock. Short-range teleportation. It's extremely useful in combat. I smirked. My heart filled with joy. Just then, Xiao Wan'er beside me glowed with a faint golden light. She raised her hand in surprise, and a golden light shield condensed in her palm. My healing ability has advanced to level 2. The light shield is stronger, and it can quickly heal severe injuries now. Su Xiao fiddled with her X-type laser gun, her eyes gleaming with excitement. After my gun was empowered, its range increased to 500 meters. Fatty and Shozi put on their new armor, their faces filled with excitement. Boss, we've advanced to level 3 enhanced bodies. The storage space in the battle armor is 10 cubic meters. Watching the team members, their strengths increased one by one. A warm current surged in my heart. These were the comrades fighting by my side. But before the joy could linger, the base's loudspeakers suddenly blared. Emergency broadcast. A massive zombie horde is besieging the city. A level 4 zombie is leading them. All teams, proceed to the city walls for defense immediately. The broadcast shattered the relaxed atmosphere in the courtyard. My gaze sharpened, and the excitement in my heart was instantly replaced by gravity. A level 4 zombie. This entity, previously only heard of in rumors, had finally arrived. On top of the base's 20-meter-high city walls, sandbags were piled like mountains. Heavy machine guns and rocket launchers were neatly set up. Army soldiers and survivor teams stood ready for battle. A biting wind, carrying the stench of zombies, assaulted us, stinging our faces. Soldiers on the city wall gripped their weapons tightly, cold sweat beating on their foreheads, their breaths coming in ragged gasps. Our Dawnbreaker squad, all clad in alloy battle armor. At the end of the street, a black, tidal wave of zombies surged forward imposingly. Their roars were deafening. The leading level 4 zombie king stood 5 meters tall. Behind him followed 3 massive level 3 zombies. Fire. The roar of the military commander ripped through the air. Heavy machine guns spat fire, and rocket launchers, trailing flames, streaked forth. Zombies fell like harvested wheat. Yet the level 4 zombie king swung his bone blade, astonishingly blocking all attacks. Even more horrifying, he swatted a rocket back with a backhand strike. It exploded against a corner of the city wall with a boom. Rubble flew everywhere. Such powerful defense. Yin Yang roared, flames erupting around him, transforming into a flame giant. He leaped over the city wall and punched towards the zombie king's head, its massive right leg suddenly lunging out. My gaze sharpened. Spatial ripples spread around me. With a thought, my nanoalloy steel saber, imbued with furious lightning and spatial power, slashed onto the zombie king's back. The zombie king roared in pain. Dark green blood gushed out. It spun around violently, its bone blade, whistling through the air, chopped down. I dodged again. Fatty used his alloy staff to engage it. I prepared for a major move. Fatty leaped down, his 160 gene alloy staff whistling with force, striking the zombie king's knee. With a thud, the zombie king stumbled back 2 steps. On the city wall, Wan'er's hands glowed with a faint, soft golden light. A healing light shield instantly enveloped the entire city wall. Wounded soldiers' injuries healed rapidly. They raised their weapons again. Fire. And the barrage intensified once more. Su Xiao aimed her X-type laser gun. Blue-white beams of light continuously fired, accurately striking the zombie king's eyes. Dark green fluid splattered. The zombie king roared even more furiously. I seized the opportunity. Lightning and space abilities furiously condensed around me, transforming into a dazzling, several-meter-long blade of light. I pushed off with both feet and leaped up. The blade of light, with a sound of tearing air, slashed fiercely at the zombie king's neck. With a crisp snap, its massive body crashed to the ground. Dark green blood spread across the ground. The leaderless zombie horde instantly scattered. Cheers erupted from the city walls, shaking the heavens. The commander patted my shoulder. Captain Lee, your Dawnbreaker squad has achieved a great merit. I looked at the zombie king's corpse. This is only the beginning. For such a zombie king to emerge, stronger threats must surely await us. Three days after the zombie tide receded, the base finally caught its breath. Just as we were preparing to rest, a piercing alarm suddenly blared from the inner city. This was followed by the sound of dense footsteps. Boss, something's wrong. There's an army coming this way. Fatty ran in, clutching his binoculars. My heart sank. Just as I reached the courtyard entrance, I saw a dark mass of soldiers surrounding us. Leading them was the base's deputy commander. Behind him was young Master Zheng, and Su Qin of Shadow, and Wang Lei of the Illuminati. Li Xinghe. Hand over the hidden cold storage supplies. The deputy commander's face was stern, his gun pointed directly at us. Otherwise, you'll be charged with rebellion. Kill on sight. Absurd. I laughed despite my rage. All cold storage supplies were submitted long ago. The military commander can attest to this. On what grounds do you slander me? Young Master Zheng gave a sinister smile. Because I say you're hiding them. Then you are hiding them. You killed Feng Outyin and stole my woman. Today is your day to die? I instantly realized this was young Master Zheng's revenge. He wanted to use baseless charges to eliminate us. Su Qin stepped out of the crowd. Black mist slowly spread from beneath his dark robe. Last time, you managed to escape. This time, you won't be so lucky. No sooner had he spoken. Dazzling white light flared around Wang Lei. Several light blades slashed directly at us. Su Qin's black mist, like a venomous snake, coiled around the armor. With a sizzling sound, the protective layer was gradually damaged. Look out. Xiao Wan'er's voice rang out. A pale golden healing shield instantly unfurled. The mist dispersed upon contact. The light blades were also firmly blocked. I'll contact my dad. And Rand pulled out a communicator and quickly operated it. Dad, the deputy commander is rebelling. He's colluding with enemies to slander us. Quick, send reinforcements. Fatty, Skinny. Protect Wan'er and Ran. Brother Chun, Su Xiao, cover them. The time ability instantly activated. The surroundings froze instantly. The soldiers' trigger-pulling motions were suspended midair. Using my space ability, I instantly teleported before Su Qin. My saber's blunt side pressed against his throat. Last time, I let you run. This time, don't even think about escaping. Fear flashed in Su Qin's eyes. Black mist surged, transforming into tentacles that coiled around my limbs. Wang Lei suddenly erupted with blinding light. The blinding white light made everyone unable to open their eyes. Boss, Fatty and Skinny immediately shielded the ladies. Chen Jun's Tai Chi saber shattered the light blades. Su Xiao raised her X-type laser gun. Blue-white beams swept across, forcing back the surrounding soldiers. Using the blinding light, I activated my lightning ability. Su Qin cried out in agony. The black mist retracted. I cleaved his shoulder with one strike. Dark green blood spurted out. Just as the stalemate ensued, military vehicles roared in the distance. The military commander arrived with reinforcements. Deputy commander colluded with villains. Arrest him. The soldiers instantly turned their muzzles. The deputy commander and young Master Zheng, turned ashen white, were immediately pinned down and handcuffed. Wang Lei was also quickly subdued by soldiers. Watching them being led away, I breathed a sigh of relief. In the apocalypse, this was merely the end of one storm. The true danger was far from over. Seeing the deputy commander and young Master Zheng subdued, Su Qin knew the tide had turned. The black mist beneath his dark robe violently exploded. He turned, attempting to flee into the alley. My gaze sharpened. Space fluctuations rippled around me, instantly activating my ability. A half-meter-wide spatial rift appeared before him, blocking his path. Trying to run? I advanced step by step. My alloy steel saber pointed directly at his throat. Xiao Wan'er's meteorite gene. What exactly is its secret? Su Qin staggered backward. A sinister laugh emanated from beneath his dark robe. Ha ha ha. Do you think the apocalypse just happened? Meteorite fragments scattered across the globe, hoping to unlock ultimate power. Young Master Zheng wants to sacrifice Xiao Wan'er to completely control the meteorite power. His words exploded in my ears like thunder. So the root of the apocalypse was meteorite energy. Some humans and creatures mutated due to meteorite genes, and Wan'er was actually the key carrier. What I cannot obtain, no one else shall have. Su Qin let out a roar. The black mist around him furiously condensed, transforming into a giant black mist monster, several meters tall. Countless tentacles writhed within the mist, emitting a corrosive, foul stench. The black mist monster's tentacles swept across. The nearby low-rise building instantly collapsed. Debris flew everywhere. I took a deep breath. Energy surged wildly within me. The energy I had accumulated was already sufficient. Now was the perfect time to advance to a level 4 evolved body. Radiant light enveloped my entire body. My bones emitted crisp sounds. Strength, speed, and mental power surged instantly. A 40/40 attribute panel flashed in my mind. I gripped my alloy steel saber tightly. Lightning ability and space ability intertwined, forming a dazzling light blade several meters long. I brutally cleaved towards the black mist monster. Fatty, smash its core with your alloy rod. I shouted. Fatty leaped forward. His 160 gene alloy rod, imbued with his strength ability, swung down powerfully towards the black mist's core. Su Xiao raised her X-type laser gun. Blue-white beams fired continuously. Cracks spread across the black mist. Chen Jun's Tai Chi saber, imbued with cutting power, continuously slashed at the black mist tentacles, severing them one by one. Xiao Wan'er's pale golden healing shield instantly unfurled, protecting the surrounding soldiers and survivors, blocking flying debris and corrosive attacks. The black mist monster roared, its tentacles furiously retaliating, but it was utterly suppressed by our assault. Seizing the moment its movements faltered, I activated my space ability, instantly teleporting to the black mist's core, where a faint, dark red glow was vaguely visible. It was Su Qin's true form. Shatter. I gritted my teeth. My alloy steel saber, imbued with all my lightning and space power, pierced violently into the center of the red light. The black mist monster let out a pained shriek. Its massive body began to rapidly dissipate. The black mist gradually receded. Su Qin's corpse fell heavily to the ground. Still clutched tightly in his hand was a black meteorite fragment the size of a fingernail. I landed and picked up the meteorite fragment. A system prompt appeared in my mind. Meteorite energy detected. Abilities can be empowered. In the distance, young Master Zheng and the deputy commander were held down by soldiers, their faces pale as death. Seeing Su Qin dead, the remaining Illuminati members dropped their weapons and surrendered. The Illuminati was completely disbanded. The base's internal and external crises were finally completely resolved. I gripped the meteorite fragment in my hand, looking at Xiao Wan'er, shielded by an ran not far away. My gaze was solemn. Meteorite power plus ultimate power. Sacrifice. A greater secret clearly lay hidden behind all this, and we had only just touched the tip of the iceberg. I took out the meteorite fragment confiscated from Su Qin. The system prompted. Abilities can be empowered. With a thought, the meteorite fragment transformed into pure energy and surged into my body. The ferocity of the lightning ability and the profoundness of the space ability intertwined and clashed. I could clearly feel it. Two streams of power surged through my meridians. My strength ascended to a new level. The lightning's power gained greater penetration. Spatial teleportation's range and precision greatly improved. Xiao Wan'er's healing ability also successfully advanced to level 3. No longer just individual healing. She could unleash large-scale healing. The injured within her light shield's range, their wounds would rapidly heal. Anren also unexpectedly awakened a wind ability. Her movements became exceedingly swift, generating strong gusts of wind as she moved, proving invaluable for reconnaissance and support. Yet, this calm lasted merely half a month. That afternoon, the sky above the base suddenly turned a strange, dark red. The air grew heavy and oppressive. From the distant mountains, deafening roars reverberated. The very ground trembled faintly. Something is amiss. I snatched my binoculars and rushed to the city wall. Through the lens, massive dark shapes moved within the mountain depths. An overwhelming sense of terror emanated from them, far surpassing the level 4 Lion King we faced before. It was a higher-level mutant. I stated gravely. A powerful unease coiled within my heart. The atmosphere in the conference room was heavy. The commander pointed to the data on the holographic projection. Level 5 mutant activity has been detected in the mountains. Its presence could trigger a larger-scale zombie horde. We must form an advance team to investigate. Dawn Squad volunteers to go. I stood up without hesitation. At such a time, we have no reason to falter. Yin Yang also nodded in agreement. Blazing Fire Squad will accompany you. The night before our departure, I looked at Xiao Wan'er, my voice laced with a hint of plea. This mission is too perilous. The mutant's level is too high. You must remain at the base. Your healing ability can ensure the injured at the base are treated. Xiao Wan'er, however, shook her head, her gaze firm. My healing ability can now heal multiple individuals. I can be of assistance. Seeing Wan'er's resolute gaze, I knew I couldn't dissuade her. Very well, then you must remain by my side. Do not act on your own initiative. The next morning, at first light, Dawn Squad and Blazing Fire Squad's convoy departed the base together, advancing towards the mountains. Our vehicles traveled along the desolate highway. The dark red sky pressed down, stifling all breath. The roars from the distant mountains grew clearer. Just as the convoy crested a ridge, I inadvertently gazed skyward, only to glimpse the phantom of a colossal starship, flashing across the dark red firmament. It was so swift, it felt like an illusion. I rubbed my eyes. When I looked again, it was gone without a trace. No one else perceived this brief omen. Yet, a faint premonition stirred within me. This crisis concerning the level 5 mutant might merely be the prelude. The convoy traveled along the desolate highway. The dark red firmament pressed down, stifling all breath. The roars from the distant mountains grew ever closer. Suddenly, Fatty, beside me, suddenly shuddered. His hands clenched tightly around his alloy staff. His teeth were tightly clenched. Cold sweat beaded on his brow. Fatty, what troubles you? I turned and inquired. He offered no reply. A bone-chilling cold suddenly emanated from his body. The once warm air instantly plummeted in temperature. A thin layer of frost condensed on the car windows. Fatty's eyes glowed with a faint blue light. A surge of icy energy surged wildly within him, flowing along his arm to coalesce on his alloy staff. That was the ice ability he had pursued for so long. It had suddenly awakened at this very moment. It's done. I've finally awakened my ice ability. Fatty suddenly flung his eyes open and shouted in exhilaration. With a swing of his alloy staff, A blast of frigid air shot forth. Roadside gravel instantly froze into solid chunks of ice. Just then, Anrin, perched atop the lead vehicle, suddenly spoke. Her wind ability manifested. Her hair and clothes fluttering wildly. Leader, 3 kilometers ahead, there's significant mutant beast activity. I raised my binoculars. I saw droves of mutated hunting dogs gathered at the intersection. Their bodies were twice the size of ordinary hunting dogs. Their fur gleamed with an ominous, dark sheen. Corrosive saliva dripped from their jowls. All units, be on alert. Fatty's newly awakened ice ability is perfect for a trial run. He and Skinny will handle frontal defense. Su Xiao, clear them with your laser rifle. Anrin, flank them and harass. Wan'er, prepare for mass healing. The convoy halted. The team dismounted swiftly. They deployed into formation. The mutated hunting dogs roared and charged. Fatty's eyes glinted. He swung his alloy staff, and his newly awakened ice ability instantly erupted. A massive wave of frigid air swept forth. The frontline charging dogs were instantly frozen in place. Immobilized, Skinny followed immediately. His metal short blade precisely pierced the heads of the frozen dogs. Dark green blood, mixed with ice shards, dripped. Su Xiao raised her X-type laser rifle. Blue-white beams of light continually shot out in torrents. The hunting dogs were scorched, the air filled with the stench of burning flesh. Anrin transformed into a swift gust of wind, weaving through the horde of beasts. Her sharp blade sliced through the dog's hides, throwing the beast horde into utter disarray. But no one anticipated that. A level 4 mutated hunting dog would suddenly breach our defenses. Its bulk was a full size larger than ordinary mutated dogs. Its sharp claws, gleaming coldly, lunged straight for Xiao Wan'er. I instantly activated my spatial ability, teleporting before Wan'er. My lightning ability condensed into a shield, forcefully blocking the dog's sharp claws. Sparks flew. Xiao Wan'er immediately unfurled a faint golden healing light shield. Indeed, the wounds of injured team members rapidly healed. I seized the moment, swinging my nanoalloy steel saber. Lightning power surged along the blade, to cleave towards the level 4 dog's head. Dark green blood spurted forth, hissing as it splattered on the ground. Yin approached, gazing at the ice shards and crags on the ground. The density of mutated beasts here far exceeds our expectations. The level 5 mutant's influence is greater than we imagined. I nodded, gazing into the mountain depths. It is altering the surrounding ecosystem. We must accelerate. Yet I knew, deep within my heart, this journey into the mountains was destined to be tumultuous. The convoy entered the canyon on the mountain's periphery. The road surface was riddled with spiderweb cracks. Gravel scraped harshly beneath our wheels. The rock walls on either side rose steeply, covered in claw marks of varying depths, the deepest reaching several centimeters. Dark green corrosive fluid clung to the edges. These were the marks of high-tier mutants. Anrin, atop the vehicle, leader, an abandoned structure to our left. His wind ability sharpened his senses. His hair was pressed against his cheeks by the wild winds. It appears to be a research station. No discernible living movement, but residual energy lingers. I raised my hand, signaling the convoy to halt. Engine sounds gradually subsided. In the canyon, only the howling wind remained. Fatty, Wan'er, Yin-yang, follow me. The rest, remain on alert here. Fatty picked up his alloy staff and swiftly moved forward. Why would there be a research station in such desolate wilderness? It's not a trap, is it? Xiao Wan'er clutched her healing crystal. A faint golden glow circulated in her palm. I am ready to deploy a healing light shield at any moment. Faint flames coiled around Yin-yang's form. His gaze vigilant. With me here. Even an ambush can be held at bay for a time. Upon entering, the desolation of the research station was starkly apparent. The warped iron gate hung precariously. Glass shards scattered, reflecting the dark red sky. The air was thick with a mix of chemicals and dust. It made one dizzy to inhale. Beware of the glass. There might be an ambush. I was the first to cross the threshold. My alloy steel saber coalesced in my palm. Faint arcs of lightning crackled. The station was in utter disarray. Equipment toppled. Test tubes and beakers shattered on the floor, residual liquids long since dried. Screens on the walls flickered, emitting crackling static. I wiped dust from the control panel. A yellowed research report caught my eye. Meteorite fragments caused energy leakage upon impact. KIS core mountain creatures absorbed the energy. Kini evolving into a level 5 mutant. I can Kini's Yin based on preliminary intelligence. Ligan can control lower-tier mutants with low-frequency sound waves, forming organized attacks. This research station also captures mutant hatchlings. Unknown extraterrestrial energy residue was detected. It shares the same origin as the meteorite's energy fluctuations. Yin-yang's brow furrowed. Extraterrestrial energy. That phantom spaceship wasn't an illusion. I clenched my fist, lightning arcs crackling in my palm. This level 5 mutant didn't evolve naturally. It's an alien experimental subject. We absolutely cannot let it continue absorbing energy. Suddenly, a piercing alarm blared. Red warning lights flashed wildly. The ground shook violently. Crumbled debris rained down. This is bad. The mutant has detected us. Retreat quickly. This place is collapsing. I shouted. Everyone turned and rushed for the exit. I decisively swung my hand back, unleashing lightning to shatter the prefab panels above us. Just as we ran out of the research station, a thunderous crash erupted behind us. The entire building was smashed down by thick, black tentacles as wide as buckets. Rebar and concrete splattered everywhere. Dust filled the sky. I looked back. Deep within the mountains, a colossal dark shadow burst through the clouds, its dark red eyes flashing across the sky. Its deafening roar made the canyon walls tremble. It's the level 5 mutant. It possesses intelligence. This is a warning to us. Xiao Wan'er deployed her healing barrier, blocking the falling debris. Its aura is more terrifying than we imagined. I gripped my alloy steel saber, looking in the direction where the shadow vanished. It knows we've arrived. The path ahead will only grow more perilous. No sooner had the shadow's roar faded than countless footsteps echoed from the forest. Like countless heavy objects crushing dry wood and rotting leaves, low growls mixed with the chilling wind, bringing an intense, foul stench. It seized up our nostrils, making it hard to breathe. The ground subtly trembled, distant bushes shook violently. Dry leaves swiftly fell. A suffocating sense of oppression instantly enveloped the entire area. Anren stood on the car roof, her wind ability fully unleashed, hair clinging to her cheeks. Her expression was grave. The wind carried the howls of wolves and the barks of hounds. My heart clenched. I raised my hand, shouting for the convoy to form a circle. Fatty, Skinny, Yangshuo, defend the front. Su Xiao and Xinjun, cover the flanks. Wan'er, activate your maximum healing light shield. Anren continues to scout for weaknesses. Fatty grips his alloy rod. He grins. This is called all the forest monsters. Just in time to test my ice ability. Shozi grips his metal short blade. His eyes are sharp. Level 4 mutants have formidable defenses. Don't be careless. Rest assured, my firewall can hold them back for a while. No sooner had the words fallen, the beast horde swarmed in. Ink-black mutant wolves bared their fangs. Gray-blue giant lizards dragged their thick tails. Dark green hyenas dripped corrosive saliva. The most terrifying were 3 level 4 mutant bears. Their bodies bulkier than adult elephants. I'll draw the mutant bears. Yin-yang roared. Flames surged, forming a wall of fire. Lower-tier mutated beasts that approached were instantly incinerated, letting out agonizing screams. I instantly teleported before a mutated bear. I fiercely swung my saber, slashing at the mutated bear's neck. The mutated bear roared in anger, raising its claw to strike. I activated my space ability, instantly vanishing from my spot. I reappeared the moment the mutated bear was disoriented, lunging my saber into it. The mutated bear stumbled backward, angrily swinging its claw. The claw slammed into the ground, sending shattered rock flying. Anren manifested a wind blade, precisely slicing across the mutated bear's eye. The mutated bear howled, shaking its head, blood streaming from its eye. I seized the opportunity, plunging my alloy steel saber, charged with lightning power, into its eye socket. Dark green blood gushed forth. The mutated bear crashed to the ground, crushing a patch of bushes. Xiao Wan'er's pale golden healing light shield flickered. Beads of sweat dripped from her brow. Her voice was breathless. Injured, retreat to the center of the light shield. Fatty's ice ability erupted with full force. Icy mist spread along the ground. Large numbers of lower-tier mutated beasts were frozen into ice sculptures. Slim, like a specter, weaved through the front lines. His metal short blade precisely harvested the remaining weakened beasts. Wherever his saber flashed, a dark crimson bloodline appeared. The ground was piled high with layers of beast corpses. Dark green blood soaked into the rotting leaves and soil. A pungent stench permeated the air. The last mutated wolf was also struck by Su Zhao's laser gun. This was just an appetizer. The level 5 mutant hasn't made its move. That roar earlier, it was directing them. I looked towards the core of the mountain range. The energy fluctuations there grew increasingly intense, like an impending explosion. I gripped my alloy steel saber, my lightning ability pulsing in my palm. It's cultivating them. These are all its minions. We need to speed up. We cannot give it a chance to grow stronger. The convoy ventured deeper into the mountains. The road became increasingly rugged. Sharp shattered rock cut through tires. Piercing friction echoed through the valley. Dark green corrosive fluid seeped from the cracks. The foul stench mingled with the oppressive dark red sky, making it hard to breathe. The sky hung so low it felt within reach. Heavy clouds churned, occasionally flashing with eerie purple light. Suddenly, the vehicles shook violently. A terrifying pressure instantly enveloped us. The team members' faces turned pale. Many bent over, retching. Weapons nearly slipped from their grasp. Fatty's newly awakened ice ability subconsciously erupted. A thin layer of frost appeared around him, but was instantly crushed by the oppressive aura. This thing is too powerful. Even my ice ability can't withstand it. It's the domain of a level 5 mutant. Xiao Wan'er's forehead beaded with sweat, but her golden healing barrier instantly expanded. Its light spread like ripples, barely repelling some of the pressure. It's warning us. Any closer, and it will attack. I gritted my teeth. My lightning and space abilities surged wildly. Pale blue arcs of electricity crackled, and spatial fluctuations warped the oppressive aura. It's absorbing the meteorite energy, and almost finished its final plan. We cannot let it succeed. Flames surged around Yin-yang, but were considerably dimmer, barely managing to steady myself. This oppressive aura is 10 times stronger than a level 4. Its domain alone is already hindering my ability flow. Anren's wind ability was completely suppressed, forcing her to fly low, close to the ground, her hair clinging to her neck. Boss, there's a massive cave 5 kilometers ahead. The entrance is enveloped by an energy field. The meteorite core's fluctuations are inside. I pulled out a meteorite fragment. It vibrated violently, its temperature soaring. It connected with the scorching energy from the cave. Delicate energy threads intertwined in the air. This fragment can disrupt its energy absorption. Split into two teams. Yin-Yang and I will draw its attention from the front. You take the fragment and go around back. You must destroy the meteorite core. No, it's too dangerous. Xiao Wan'er grabbed my arm. Her eyes filled with anxiety. You two alone stand no chance. Let Fatty come with you. Fatty's ice ability has just awakened. He can't withstand the domain's oppression. He'd only hold us back. I patted his hand. My tone firm. Trust me. Lightning and fire can restrain it. Your mission is more crucial. This is the only way. The convoy quickly split into two teams. Yin-Yang and I sped toward the cave in a modified off-road vehicle, the engine roaring, breaking through the oppressive force. The others circled around to the side valley. When 1 kilometer from the cave mouth spewed a massive dark purple energy wave, sweeping forth like a tsunami. My pupils constricted sharply. Yin-Yang, hold on. Spatial fluctuations instantly enveloped us. Our figures vanished into thin air. The next second, we teleported 100 meters away. The off-road vehicle behind us was engulfed by the energy wave, turning into a wisp of smoke, leaving no trace, not even wreckage. Yin-Yang's flames nearly extinguished. He sensed it. We must quicken the pace. I gripped my alloy steel saber tightly. My lightning ability condensed into a tangible lightning blade. Let's go challenge him. In the distant valley, Xiao Wan'er gazed at the energy fluctuations from the cave's direction, gripping a meteorite fragment. Anren, speed up. Xinghe and the others can't hold out much longer. Don't worry. Fatty will clear the way. Guaranteed to arrive on time. Deep within the cave, the dark purple energy glow grew ever more intense. A battle of life and death was imminent. The enormous cave entrance radiated searing energy, warping the air with its heat. The ground glowed a dark crimson, sizzling under our soles. Heavy breathing echoed from deep within the cave. Come out. I shouted from the open area at the cave entrance. My palm lightning ability condensed into a fist-sized lightning orb. Silver blue electrical arcs crackled. Pale blue spatial fluctuations surrounded me, ready for instantaneous teleportation. A deep growl rumbled from within the cave, shaking loose debris from the rock walls. A colossal figure slowly emerged, its sky-obscuring shadow instantly enveloping us. Even the daylight was mostly blocked. This was a monstrous creature of immense size, with matte, overlapping scales, fringed with black barbs. A spiraling black horn adorned its head. Its crimson eyes gleamed with an intelligence unnatural for a beast. This is a level 5 mutant. Human. Ability. V. User. It spoke, its voice hoarse like grinding metal. Bearing bone-chilling killing intent, Yin-Yang struck first. Don't let it charge power. Flames surged around him, forming 3 fiery dragons, their claws sparking with fire. The scorching air sizzled. Even the scattered stones turned black from the heat. The mutant contemptuously whipped its tail. A dark purple energy wave instantly scattered the fiery dragon's flames. Fragments splattered onto the ground, burning small black craters. Its massive tail then lashed out at Yin-Yang, its speed like a steel whip. Watch out. I immediately activated my space ability. Yin-Yang's figure dissolved like ripples in water, appearing 100 meters away the next second. Simultaneously, I unleashed consecutive lightning orbs. 3 lightning orbs struck its scales, leaving only faint scorch marks. The electrical arcs traced the scale patterns for a moment before being absorbed. Its scales can absorb energy. Use physical attacks, targeting the scale gaps. Yin-Yang understood. Flames enveloped his alloy saber, the blade glowing incandescent red. He pushed off, charging towards the mutant's abdomen, where the scales were relatively sparse. I formed hand seals. Space warped violently. The mutant's movements became sluggish, as if mired in thick mud. Simultaneously, lightning condensed into a lightning spear. Its silver blue tip pointed directly at the black horn. That is where its energy core lies. The mutant roared in fury, its roar stinging our eardrums. Its colossal claw, bringing a fierce gale, slammed down. Its claw tips glowed dark purple, with energy. Now. Yin-Yang seized the opening, slicing into a gap between its scales. With a clang, the scales cracked. Dark green blood gushed out, sizzling and bubbling on the ground. The mutant cried out in pain, unleashing an energy wave from its body. Dark purple light surged like a tsunami. Yin-Yang and I were flung backwards, blood trickling from our lips, our chests aching. A pale golden healing barrier instantly enveloped us. Xiao Wan'er called out, breathless. Xinghe, Yin-Yang, hold on. As the barrier flowed, our wounds rapidly healed. The feeling of exhaustion receded. Anren's urgent voice came through the comms. Boss, we're near the meteorite core. Su Xiao is installing the bomb, ready to destroy it. Hold on. Once the core is destroyed, its energy will become chaotic. I wiped away the blood. The lightning fang glowed even brighter. The mutant sensed the threat to its core. Its crimson eyes grew increasingly savage. Its massive form lunged forward, each step shaking the ground. Loose stones rattled down. A battle to the death officially erupted. The fierce battle deep within the cave had raged for over half an hour. The stench of dark green blood mingled with the energies, and the acrid smell of burning permeated the air, making our nostrils constrict. I was drenched in blood, my battle armor covered in cracks. My lightning ability was pushed to its limits, the electrical arcs in my palms trembling with exhaustion. Hold on, success is imminent. I roared into the comms. Charging towards the mutant again, dark purple energy surged around the mutant, its crimson eyes fixed on me. Just as it was about to turn and lunge, flames surged around Yin Yang, forming several chains of molten rock, tightly binding its limbs. It's bound. Act fast. Yin Yang's veins bulged. The chains sizzled as they were pulled taut, clearly indicating immense strain. I seized the critical moment. Activating my space ability, my form became a pale blue phantom, teleporting to the mutant's head. Lightning condensed into a sharp spear, its silver blue light blinding. I put all my strength into it, stabbing it deep into the energy core on its head. The mutant let out a piercing shriek. The instant it was pierced, its dark purple energy became violently chaotic. Scales fell off in chunks, revealing raw, reddened flesh. It thrashed wildly. The fiery chains snapped instantly. Yin Yang was flung away by the immense force, colliding hard with the rock wall, spitting out a mouthful of blood. The meteorite core has been successfully destroyed. Enrin's ecstatic voice burst through the comms. Suddenly, a loud bang, making the cave reverberate. My heart swelled with joy. The mutant's energy plummeted instantly. Its crimson eyes rapidly dimmed, its movement slowing. Now, Yin Yang, wipe off the blood. Fiery flames converged into a multi-meter fireball, whistling as it hurtled towards his head. Lightning and spatial abilities intertwined, transforming into a gigantic silver blue blade light, tearing through the air, cleaving towards the mutant's neck. With a crisp crack, its tough neck was cleaved open directly. Shattered fragments rained down. We rushed towards the core's location. The cave's depths were in ruins. The meteorite core had shattered into pieces. Faint dark purple energy flickered like fireflies. Amrin picked up a fragment. A faint glow appeared where her fingertips touched. Boss, this fragment is of the same origin as your previous energy. There's also alien script. I took the fragment. An icy sensation spread. The system prompt sounded. Alien meteorite energy detected. Can empower abilities. Unlocking partial alien information. A blurry image flashed by. A giant spaceship in space deployed countless meteorites to modify Earth's lifeforms. Finally, it froze on invasion. 2 distorted alien characters. This is bad. Yin Yang suddenly pointed at the sky. We looked up. In the dark red sky, the phantom image of the spaceship was no longer blurry. Its silver-white metallic sheen was clearly visible. The hull was covered with intricate patterns, exuding a chilling sense of oppression, as if it would descend any second. I gripped the fragment tightly. Palm lightning gathered once again. If you want to invade Earth, you'll have to get past US first. The phantom image of the spaceship in the dark red sky hovered for a moment. Suddenly, a dazzling silver-white beam of light shot out. Like divine punishment, it struck the ground nearby. The ground was instantly scorched, leaving charred marks. An energy wave swept forth, identical to the scorching aura of the meteorite core. It's a probe. My pupils suddenly constricted. I roared loudly. Get clear. After the beam dissipated, a car-sized, silver-white probe slowly ascended. Its body was covered with densely packed cannon ports. Its metallic shell gleamed coldly, and eerie energy coursed through every marking. It scanned its surroundings, instantly locking onto us. The cannons glowed crimson. As several dark purple energy bolts whistled towards us. Disperse. I instantly teleported several teammates. Behind a giant rock 10 meters away, the energy bolts struck their original spot, blasting open several half-meter deep craters. The ground was corroded, leaving black marks. Yin Yang's flames surged around him, transforming into a formidable flame shield, blocking the energy bolts attacking from the side. The flames violently shook from the impact. This thing can absorb abilities. We can only destroy it with physical attacks. Watch me. Fatty grinned and rushed forward. His ice ability fully erupted. A chilling aura spread across the ground, instantly freezing the probe's mobility rollers. Skinny followed closely behind like a wraith, and fiercely struck the probe's outer casing. With a sharp clang, Skinny stumbled back 2 paces. The casing is too tough, like alloy steel plates. Aaron transformed into a pale cyan blur, as powerful gusts rapidly spun around the probe. Xiao Wan'er's pale golden healing light shield instantly deployed. Seizing the moment the probe's aim shifted, I activated my space ability, teleporting directly above the probe, gripping my alloy saber tightly with both hands, and cleaved down squarely. After a mighty clang, spiderweb-like cracks appeared on the probe's outer casing. Sizzling electrical sounds emanated from within. I teleported to the side of the probe once again. My space ability transformed into a sharp blade, tearing open the damaged casing. At the same time, my lightning ability condensed into a spear, fiercely piercing into its core. It tore. The lightning instantly destroyed the core components. The probe's crimson cannon ports abruptly went dark. Its body violently trembled. The next second, it detonated with a boom. Fragments scattered everywhere. Pale purple energy aftershocks swept forth. I picked up a fragment that was still scorching hot. The system prompt sounded in my mind. Alien probe remains contain high-tier energy. Can empower spaceships or battle armor. Yin Yang retracted his flames, his expression grave as he looked towards the sky, at the gradually fading phantom image of the spaceship. This is a reconnaissance tool of the alien forces. They've already begun their operation. Su Xiao wiped her laser gun, her eyes wary. The phantom image of the spaceship must be their mothership. Constantly observing us from orbit, I grip the fragment tightly. They're collecting Earth's mutant energy data. Next time, I fear it won't be as simple as a probe. After destroying the alien probe, we returned along the mountain route from the foreign territory of Shanton. The dark red in the air gradually faded, but the oppressive sense of crisis had not vanished. Dark green beast blood and a charred smell mingled on the road. Wheels crushed over gravel, emitting crunching sounds. Amryn transformed into a pale cyan blur, a powerful gust sweeping under the car roof. Her hair, blown by the wind, clung to her cheeks. In the distance, dust billowed into the sky. Densely packed mutated beasts surged forth like a black tide. Among them, several level 4 mutants particularly stood out. Fatty and Skinny, cover the rear. Su Xiao, Qinjun, guard both flanks. Wan'er, maintain the healing light shield. Fatty and Skinny immediately jumped off the vehicle, remaining at the rear of the convoy. Fatty's arms vibrated as his ice ability spread along the ground, instantly freezing tens of meters of the road surface. The mutated beast charging at the front slipped on the ice. Freeze, you turtles. He swung his alloy staff, shattering a mutated hyena that broke free from the ice. Skinny weaved through like a phantom. His metallic short blade glinted with cold light, precisely cutting down the mutated beasts approaching the convoy. As his blade flashed, a streak of dark green blood followed. Su Xiao raised her laser gun, the beam precisely hitting the head of the level 4 mutant wolf charging at the very front. The mutant wolf crashed to the ground. Qinjun manipulated his metallic blades in a cross defense, blocking the mutated beasts pouncing from both sides outside the vehicle. The clang of metal rang incessantly. Suddenly, a black shadow dived down from high above, its sharp claws aimed directly at the team member in the driver's seat. Amryn immediately activated her wind ability. A pale cyan whirlwind instantly rose, hurling the mutant eagle high into the air. Then several wind blades sliced through the air, rushing towards the mutant eagle. The mutant eagle let out a mournful shriek and plummeted to the ground. This won't do. There are too many mutated beasts. I'll clear the path. You all speed up. No sooner had he spoken, a wall of fire several meters high blazed up before him, temporarily halting the mutated beast's pursuit. At the same time, 2 fire dragons burst from the flames, clearing obstacles and scattered mutated beasts from the path ahead. I looked at Xiao Wan'er beside me, continuously maintaining large-scale healing. The light shield consumes a great deal. Wan'er, take a break. I'll provide cover. A pale blue glow emanated around me. With a spatial ripple, I instantly teleported to the rear of the convoy. My lightning ability exploded forth. Several lightning orbs condensed in my palm and fired in quick succession. Entire groups of mutated beasts were struck by lightning, falling to the ground, convulsing. The communicator suddenly transmitted the base's urgent voice. Li Xinghe, UFOs detected near the base. Their appearance matches the probe you destroyed. It's an alien force raid. Return quickly for reinforcement. My heart clenched. The alien forces are actually attacking the base directly. Everyone, speed up. Yin Yang, full firepower, clear the way. I roared. Lightning and space abilities intertwined, clearing out another wave of pursuers. We must rush back to the base. Cannot let alien forces break through our defenses. The convoy's engines roared, speeding under cover of firewalls and lightning. The roars of mutated beasts behind us, intertwined with the base's alarms. D. The convoy was in the rugged mountain roads, speeding at full throttle, wheels crushed over gravel, kicking up dust. The team members were travel-stained. On their battle armor, still clung the level 5 mutants, dark green bloodstains. Looking from afar, 3 units hovered above the base. Silver-white alien probes, their muzzles glowed red. Streaks of dark purple energy projectiles continuously bombarded the base defenses. The city walls were struck, sending debris flying. Though the artillery counterattack was dense, it only left faint white marks on the probe's shells. Quick, reinforce the base. I roared, slamming my hand on the steering wheel. Light blue space ability fluctuations emanated around me. I leaped into the air, my lightning ability surging wildly within me. Silver blue electric arcs converged into a lightning dragon tens of meters long. Its claws, enveloped in a whooshing sound, lunged directly at the left probe. The lightning dragon slammed hard into the probe's outer shell. The violent energy impact caused spiderweb cracks to appear on its shell. The probe spun out of control and plummeted, crashing heavily onto the open ground outside the base, kicking up a sky-high cloud of dust. Yin Yang followed right behind. Fiery power erupted around him, transforming into 3 fire dragons. They coiled around the central probe, melted down. The fire dragons, searing the probe with intense heat, made its metallic shell glow red, and its muzzles gradually twisted and melted. Fatty and Skinny activated the combat vehicle's intelligent driving, switching to combat mode. The rooftop electromagnetic cannons finished charging power. 2 dazzling beams of light fired consecutively. The beams precisely struck the third, Probe's core component. The probe instantly lost control and exploded with a boom. After dealing with the probes, the base gate slowly opened. The commander, with several officers, came forward to greet us. Li Xinghe, you're finally back. These alien probes suddenly appeared. Luckily, you made it back in time. Everyone flocked into the base conference room. I placed the meteorite fragments and probe wreckage on the table. These alien forces are using meteorites to modify Earth creatures. What follows is very likely a larger-scale invasion. Xiao Wan'er lightly brushed the meteorite fragments with her fingertips. A faint golden healing light subtly flickered. My ability can sense the fluctuations of the meteorite energy. We can use the meteorite fragments to create a defensive barrier. It should be able to withstand their energy attacks. Yang clenched his fists. My fire ability can detonate meteorite energy. Perhaps we can use the fragments to refashion them into offensive weapons. I looked at their resolute eyes. My palm lightning ability subtly pulsed. The immediate priority is this. First, use meteorite fragments to strengthen the base's defensive barrier. Second, everyone must swiftly enhance their strength. The invasion by alien forces has already begun. This war to defend Earth has just begun. Over the next 3 days, the Apocalypse base entered a state of full combat readiness. I took the wreckage of the alien probes we previously destroyed and fused it with the meteorite fragments, fully enhancing the Apocalypse ship and battle armor. The ship's hull was covered in dark purple energy patterns. The electromagnetic cannon's power doubled. The battle armor gained a meteorite energy shield, able to withstand high-level attacks. Xiao Wan'er tirelessly researched the meteorite energy, successfully constructing a light blue defensive barrier. Its energy flowed brilliantly like a galaxy. Yang, meanwhile, combined meteorite fragments with explosives, producing a batch of meteorite energy bombs. Bah! Early this morning, the base radar suddenly emitted a piercing alarm. Numerous red signals pulsed intensely on the screen. Alien signals. A phantom ship appeared high in the sky. The technician roared, his forehead covered in cold sweat. We rushed out of the command center and gazed upward. In the dark red sky, the alien mothership's phantom image was several times clearer than before. Its gigantic metallic silhouette was vaguely discernible. An icy sheen emanated an aura of destruction. Translated. The technician's voice trembled. Earth experiment failed. Purge. They're going to purge us. My expression was solemn as I clutched the meteorite fragments at my waist. Everyone, enter combat state. Immediately activate the defensive barrier. The moment the command was issued, a light blue energy curtain rose around the base. Like an enormous hemispherical shield, it enveloped the entire base. Meteorite energy circulated on the energy curtain, creating layers of ripples. Xiao Wan'er stood at the barrier's core node. Her faint golden healing energy continuously flowed into the light curtain, its radiance growing increasingly dense. Just then, the mothership high above fired a bucket-thick streak of dark purple energy. The beam of light, like a thunderbolt from the heavens, violently struck the defensive barrier. A violent tremor spread throughout the entire base. The ground cracked with fine lines. The light blue energy curtain instantly dimmed significantly, and spiderweb cracks appeared. The barrier won't hold much longer. Xiao Wan'er shouted, with veins bulging on her forehead. Her healing light shield intertwined with the barrier, desperately repairing the cracks. I leaped onto the Apocalypse ship. Yang, carrying meteorite energy bombs, followed closely. We transformed into a silver-gray streak of light, soaring straight into the sky. We'll attack the mothership's reconnaissance port. That's its energy weakness. The mothership's muzzles frantically unleashed energy projectiles. The dense firepower was like a torrential rain. I piloted the ship, deftly dodging, sometimes teleporting to evade fatal attacks, other times accelerating to breach the barrage of fire. Now, the ship's flank electromagnetic cannons fired 3 silver-blue light beams, precisely striking the reconnaissance port below the mothership. Dark purple sparks flew. Yang seized the opportunity, throwing several meteorite energy bombs at the mothership. The bombs exploded around the mothership. Dark purple shockwaves swept across. Visible cracks appeared on the mothership's hull. Its energy fluctuations became violently turbulent. It's retreating. Yang pointed high into the sky. The mothership's phantom image gradually faded, receding like the tide. The ship returned steadily to the base. The defensive barrier's radiance also gradually stabilized. Anrin came forward to greet us, her eyes filled with urgency. We won. I shook my head. Xiao Wan'er walked to my side, the meteorite fragments in her hand glowing faintly. I've already sent out a contact signal. I believe other bases will respond. I gripped the meteorite fragments tightly in my palm. My lightning ability intertwined with the meteorite energy. Amidst the apocalypse, with zombies, mutants, and alien forces, every challenge is a matter of life and death. But as long as we stand united, we will surely defend Blue Star and protect humanity's last hope. On the third day after the contact signal was sent, the Apocalypse base's radar finally picked up a response. Shihai City's other two major bases agreed to a joint meeting. Only Qingda base's reply carried hostility. The Apocalypse base is overly ambitious and untrustworthy. Feng Ruian of Qingda base probably still holds a grudge from our previous conflict. Yang wiped a meteorite energy bomb. His tone disdainful. I shook my head. Never mind him for now. Let's talk about the forces we can unite. Just as we prepared to head to the meeting location, the base radar suddenly shrieked. Dozens appeared on the 3 screens. Fast-moving red dots. They're alien small warships. Quantity, 30 vessels. They're approaching. A technician shrieked. I immediately ordered, activate the defense barrier. Apocalypse spaceship, all personnel aboard. Yang, take the meteorite bombs. Anren, find their weaknesses. The moment the spaceship lifted off, 30 diamond-shaped, small warships had already broken through the clouds. Each was equipped with 4 energy cannons. Dark purple beams densely shot towards the base. Xiao Wan'er's defense barrier flared brightly, enduring the first wave of attacks head-on. But cracks on the light shield spread once more. These warships are several times more agile than the probes. Anren's wind ability unfolded. Whirlwinds disrupting the warships aiming. Their energy cores are at the bottom. I piloted the spaceship, instantly teleporting to the side of a warship. The electromagnetic cannon fired at full power. A silver-blue beam pierced the warship's underside. The warship lost control and exploded. Yang seized the gap, hurling several meteorite energy bombs into the cluster of warships. Here's a big gift for you all. Several warships crashed into each other. Dark purple shockwaves swept across the sky, but the remaining warships quickly adjusted formation, forming an encirclement. They're blocking the airspace. My pupils contracted, activating the spaceship's meteorite energy shield. I withstood 2 energy projectiles. Yang, use meteorite energy to detonate the auxiliary power on the spaceship's flank. Understood. Yang pressed the button, instantly breaking through the encirclement. I seized the chance to pilot the spaceship into a dive, becoming a blade that sliced through the cores of multiple warships. Half an hour later, the last warship crashed onto the open ground outside the base. When we returned to the base, Xiao Wan'er had exhausted most of her ability, her face pale. These warships were a test and a warning. They're probing our defensive limits. The communicator suddenly rang. It was Commander Li of the military zone base. Li Xinghe. The meeting location has been moved to Tianhou base. We've brought supplies and personnel. Jiang Chong of Hope City is also arriving soon. I gripped the meteorite fragment, understanding the alien force's sudden attack had ironically hastened the alliance's formation. The roar of a convoy came from afar. The military zone base's convoy arrived first. Its aura formidable. Closely following was the team from Hope City. Jiang Chong wore a black combat suit, with 20 elite ability users behind him, all enhanced individuals. Only the representative from Qingda base stood out. A single envoy in a suit, hands in his pockets. Leader Feng says, the Apocalypse base's empty words are useless. If you can demonstrate real countermeasures against the aliens, then we can discuss an alliance. The joint meeting was held in the Apocalypse spaceship's conference room. Metal walls complemented holographic projections. Commander Li was the first to rap on the table. The satellite mothership has been circling in orbit. It could activate at any time. We must integrate resources, sharing intelligence and weapons. Jiang Chong nodded in agreement. Hope City has many young ability users. We can handle reconnaissance and surprise attacks, but we lack heavy weaponry, so we can complement the military zone. I took out from my dimensional space a faintly purple glowing meteorite fragment. An alien probe wreckage. Meteorite energy is key. It can empower equipment, build barriers, and craft weapons. The military zone has troops. Hope City has ability users. The Apocalypse base offers technological and equipment support. Only with all 3 working together can we face this crisis. That sounds good, but who will lead? The Apocalypse base just rose to prominence and already wants to give orders? Aren't you just trying to use this crisis to annex other bases? The base radar suddenly emitted a piercing alarm, detecting 10 alien warships rapidly approaching Target A, the meeting location. There was no time to argue. Commander Li led soldiers to reinforce the outer defenses. Jiang Chong ordered his ability users to assist. Anren scouted for weaknesses. The spaceship's engines roared, transforming into a silver-gray streaking light, shooting straight into the sky. Just as it broke through the clouds, we saw 10 diamond-shaped alien warships diving low. Their cannons flashed red. Dark purple energy projectiles aimed directly at the meeting area. The flank electromagnetic cannons charged and fired in rapid succession. 3 silver-blue beams pierced the cores of 3 warships. The warships lost control and exploded. Jiang Chong leaped onto a warship, tearing open its outer shell with both hands, severing its circuits. Anrin's wind ability transformed into a whirlwind, ensnaring the warship's cannon muzzle. Flames surged around Yin Yang. As he aimed, a fiery dragon roared forth, scorching the warship's cannon muzzle, twisting it out of shape. The Xingdao envoy stood on the base wall, watching the intense battle in the sky. The arrogance on his face gradually faded, replaced only by shock. The last warship exploded with a roar. Faint purple energy aftermath swept across. He walked up to me. I will immediately report to Leader Feng. Xingdao base agrees to the alliance. I watched his departing figure. My palm lightning ability, subtly active. I said in a deep voice, the alliance is not the end. It is the beginning. In the conference room, the three leaders exchanged glances, fighting spirit burning in their eyes. A joint defense battle concerning humanity's survival thus began. On the second day of advancing the alliance plan, the base communicator suddenly relayed the urgent voice of Hope City's reconnaissance team. Emergency. Large numbers of mutated creatures found in the city's western suburbs. Their strength far exceeds regular level 4 mutants. I immediately grabbed my alloy steel saber. Yin Yang, Anrin, come with me. The three quickly boarded the Apocalypse spaceship, heading straight for the city's western suburbs. As the spaceship landed, a pungent, fishy odor mixed with rotting flesh and the smell of burning energy assailed us. Stepping out, we looked around. The suburbs were in ruins. Debris from collapsed houses littered the ground. The ground was covered in dark green bloodstains. Dozens of alien mutated creatures were rampaging destructively. Some were covered in metal exoskeletons, their sharp claws glinting coldly. Others had energy cannon barrels protruding from their shoulders, firing dark purple energy projectiles that sent debris flying when they exploded. And some had limbs as thick as iron pillars, each step making the ground tremble. These are alien-modified mutants. Before Anrin finished speaking, a wind blade had already sliced open a mutant shell. Embedded inside was a fingernail-sized, dark purple meteorite fragment. Their energy source is this fragment. Yin Yang's flames surged. The fire dragon coiled around the mutant. Destroying the fragments will weaken them. Light blue spatial fluctuations rose around me. I teleported above the largest mutant. My lightning ability condensed into a spear and plunged fiercely into its skull. The mutant's movements froze. It crashed to the ground. Divide our efforts. Reclaim the fragments. Yin Yang, provide distraction. And ran, aim unhindered. The battle instantly intensified, and Rant's wind blades sliced through the mutant's joints. Whirlwinds swept up rubble, obscuring their vision. Yin Yang's fire dragons kept scorching them, relying on space. I teleported, weaving through them. My lightning spear precisely extracted each fragment. After 2 hours of fierce fighting, the last mutant fell to the ground. Yin Yang kicked at the fragments underfoot. Why is this fragment's energy so weak? I gripped the fragment and sensed faint fluctuations. These are test subjects. The aliens are testing modification effects. Closing my eyes, I sensed for a moment. I suddenly opened my eyes. The energy fluctuations of all fragments, all pointed in the same direction. Following the lead, we found, under dense suburban woods, a hidden underground facility entrance. A metal manhole cover, covered with weeds, was engraved with alien patterns. Opening the manhole cover, the passage walls extending downwards were lined with silver-white pipes. Inside them flowed dark purple crystal energy. This is the alien mothership's energy supply point. Yin Yang was about to rush in. I held him back. No, the energy density is too high. If we blow it up now, it'll affect nearby settlements. After returning to base, I convened the leaders of all bases. A holographic projection displayed footage of the energy transfer station. Commander Li immediately made a decision. Deploy engineers to set up covert surveillance. 247 monitoring. Jiang Chong nodded. Hope City will dispatch ability users for rotating patrols. Any unusual activity, report immediately. I gripped the meteorite fragment. This probe is just the beginning. When the time is right, we'll take down this transfer station. In the night, engineers departed stealthily, targeting the alien energy supply lines. The surveillance layout was thus deployed. Three days later, the Joint Defense System officially took shape, with Apocalypse Base's light blue meteorite barrier as its core. Military heavy electromagnetic cannons and rocket launchers deployed on the periphery. Hope City's ability users formed mobile teams. Xingdao Base was responsible for rear supplies and casualty evacuation. Under the dark red sky, an oppressive, grim atmosphere shrouded the land. Everyone stood ready. Suddenly, the earth trembled. The alien mothership's silhouette grew clearer. Its giant metallic outline eclipsed the sky. Countless diamond-shaped small warships swarmed out like bees. The attack has begun. I roared, boarding the Apocalypse battleship. Donning my full battle armor. All units, hold the line as planned. The battleship lifted off, forming an aerial formation with 20 fighter jets. Alien warship energy cannons rained down densely. I piloted the battleship, teleporting to evade, while simultaneously firing electromagnetic cannons in return. Silver-blue beams precisely pierced through multiple warships. Yin-Yang hurled meteorite energy bombs from the deck. Each explosion triggered light purple shockwaves, clearing out a cluster of warships. On the ground, Xiao Wan'er's healing barrier intertwined with a meteorite barrier, barely withstanding the mothership's giant energy blasts. The barriers trembled and cracked. She gritted her teeth, infusing her ability to barely repair them. Commander Li personally operated the heavy electromagnetic cannons, continuously shooting down low-flying warships. Jiang Chang transformed into a body of steel, leading ability users to defend against alien mutants that slipped through. As the battle raged on, an unexpected incident occurred. Xingda Base's defense sector firepower abruptly ceased. A breach was torn open by alien warships. Several warships rushed straight for the joint defense energy node. Xingda Base betrayed us. Jiang Chang's furious roar came through the comms. I turned my head to look. The Xingda forces were hastily retreating. Feng Ruian's voice was filled with madness. Joining the aliens still offers a chance at survival, better than being annexed by apocalypse. Dream on. My gaze instantly chilled. Piloting the battleship, I teleported to their retreat path. My lightning ability erupted. A silver-blue lightning dragon swept down, blocking their forces. Yin-Yang, you take the fighter jets and block the breach. I'll go deal with the traitors. The battleship dove down. I teleported before Feng Ruian. My space ability bound him. Joining the aliens will only make you an experimental subject. Feng Ruian struggled and roared. Apocalypse is too strong. Sooner or later, we'll have no place to stand. Before he could finish, a dark purple energy blast struck. An indiscriminate attack from an alien warship. It directly hit Feng Ruian. His chest exploded open in a charred, bloody hole. He fell dead on the spot. This is the fate of betrayal. I let out a cold snort and teleported back to the battleship. By then, Yin-Yang had already blocked the breach. Xiao Wan'er re-established the barrier. But the joint base suffered heavy losses. 3 ability users sacrificed. 5 heavy electromagnetic cannons destroyed. Many soldiers injured. I looked at the loss report, and with a solemn tone, shouted into the comms. We must immediately destroy the energy transfer station. Otherwise, the defense line won't hold much longer. On the battlefield, explosions and roars intertwined. This hard-fought war for humanity's survival had completely entered its white-hot phase. I piloted the Apocalypse battleship, racing through the smoke of battle. Inside the cabin, the atmosphere was heavy. Yin-Yang clutched the remaining meteorite energy bombs. Jiang Chang led 10 elite ability users, standing guard at the hatch. All personnel stood ready. The battleship raced at full speed towards the alien energy transfer station west of the city. From afar, we saw it enveloped by a light purple energy shield. At the entrance, dozens of reinforced alien mutants patrolled back and forth, their bodies covered in thick metallic shells. Shoulder energy cannon barrels glowed ominously. They appeared even fiercer than those encountered before. First, tear open the shield. I fixed my gaze on the battleship screen and ordered in a deep voice, then operated the side cannons to charge energy. Silver-blue electromagnetic cannons continuously bombarded the shield's edge, drawing their fire. Yin-Yang seized the gap, binding 3 bombs together, and hurled them towards the shield's core. After a massive explosion, a 2-meter-wide breach was torn open in the shield. Its energy instantly dimmed. Jiang Chang's body transformed with a diamond-like texture, and he leapt out of the battleship. I teleported inside the transfer station. Lightning and space abilities intertwined into blades, splitting open the silver-white energy conduits. Boss, the core is a giant meteorite fragment. And Rant's voice came through the comms. Her wind ability had already mapped out the internal layout. We'll divide our efforts and assault. Jiang Chang, forcefully withstand the energy blasts and charge into the enemies. Yin-Yang, use fire dragons to clear out the blocking mutants. I'll use teleportation to destroy the energy nodes along the way. A moment later, we arrived at the core area. A piece several meters in diameter. A giant meteorite fragment, covered in alien patterns, floated in midair. Dark purple energy constantly emanated from it. Yin-Yang placed the last bomb on the fragment and set the countdown. 13. Retreat quickly. I activated my space ability, leading everyone to evacuate quickly. A deafening roar came from behind. The transfer station was razed to the ground. The phantom of the alien mothership in the sky shook violently. Energy fluctuations became utterly chaotic. We succeeded. Its energy supply is cut off. Jiang Chang cheered excitedly. We're rushing back to the main battlefield. Deprived of supply, the alien warships moved sluggishly. Their offensive has severely dwindled. The United Base seized the opportunity to counterattack. Commander Li operated the heavy electromagnetic cannon, successfully blasting down low-altitude warships. The tide of battle has completely turned. Shortly after, the phantom of the alien mothership faded and vanished. The battle is over, though the base lay in ruins. Everyone's eyes were filled with hope. After clearing out the remaining mutants, Commander Li remarked, without unity, even the strongest power is useless. I gripped the meteorite fragment. The system prompt chimed. Alien mothership energy is in disarray, incapable of attacking in the short term. The ultimate decisive battle approaches. Xiao Wan'er stepped forward to offer comfort. We still have time. If we work together, the United Base will surely grow stronger. I gazed at the sky. My tone was resolute. We've just gained the upper hand. We must proactively scout for the mothership's weaknesses. We must fully prepare for the decisive battle. The leaders of each base gathered around, their gaze resolute. The sun blazed. The base flag fluttered in the wind. Humanity's unwavering belief to protect Blue Star. Third day since the destruction of the energy transfer station. The United Base convened an emergency meeting. Within the holographic projection, the area where the alien mothership vanished still showed faint residual energy fluctuations. Commander Lee tapped the table. According to detector feedback, the mothership has not left Blue Star. It has merely concealed its presence. We must find its weakness as swiftly as possible. I gripped the meteorite fragment in my hand. The system suddenly chimed, detecting residual alien energy, pointing to the EC region. Suspected hidden stronghold. I'll take a small squad to reconnoiter. I immediately rose. Yin Yang immediately assented. Count me in. Perfect chance to test my newly upgraded flame ability. Jiang Chong also stood. My diamond body can withstand alien firepower. I'm coming with you. The Apocalypse spaceship broke through the clouds, speeding towards the East Sea. Inside the cabin, around Yin Yang, flames pulsed. Orange-red flames. More ferocious than before. After destroying the transfer station, my ability seems to have broken through. Now I can conjure a fire tornado. Jiang Chong raised his hand. A diamond texture enveloped his arms. Its luster was even more brilliant. My defense has also been fortified. Ordinary energy blast can't penetrate it. 3 hours later, the spaceship reached the East Sea waters. The sea surface was eerily calm. Not a single trace of life. Energy readings 3 kilometers below. Anren's voice came through the comms. My wind ability detected deep-sea anomalies. I piloted the spaceship, diving underwater, its hull covered by an energy shield to withstand water pressure. Suddenly, the spaceship's alarm blared, detecting an invisible target approaching. Before the words were out, a violent impact struck the spaceship's hull. A transparent figure flashed past, leaving deep gashes. It's an invisible mutant. Jiang Chong rushed to the hatch. I'll go out and draw its attention. The hatch opened. Jiang Chong leaped forth. His diamond body glowed faintly underwater. The invisible mutant attacked again. Its sharp claws slashed at Jiang Chong, but were deflected by his diamond exterior. Yin Yang, use fire to reveal it. I shouted. Yin Yang's palm condensed power. A fireball hurled towards the mutant. The flames erupted underwater. The high temperature caused the seawater to boil. The invisible mutant was forced into revealing its true form. It was entirely transparent, covered in dark purple markings. Its sharp claws gleamed with a cold light. I teleported above the mutant's head. My lightning ability condensed into a bolt and plunged into the core of its markings. The mutant let out a piercing shriek. Its body gradually solidified, finally shattering into fragments. When Jiang Chong returned, there was a shallow gash on his arm. Its claws can pierce defenses. Alien technology has upgraded again. The spaceship continued its descent, finally reaching the alien hidden stronghold. A metal structure half buried in the seabed. Its surface covered with energy conduits, and was emitting dark purple energy. They're refining some kind of ore here. Staring at the screen, the ore's energy matches the clues for the ultimate weapon. We covertly documented the stronghold's layout. Suddenly, the stronghold's alarm blared. Countless small alien fighters burst out, firing. Retreat. I piloted the spaceship upwards. Yin Yang launched fire bombs, intercepting the fighters. Jiang Chong fended off attacks on the perimeter. By the time we resurfaced, the spaceship was already covered in scratches, but we successfully acquired crucial intel. The alien ultimate weapon, the Star Core Cannon, requires the fusion of dark violet gold ore and deep-sea water stone to activate. Upon returning to base, the United Base immediately analyzed the intel. Commander Lee brought up the map. The western suburbs of Shihai City. There's an abandoned mine. Before the apocalypse, it was rich in dark violet crystal ore. Now, it's highly likely occupied by alien forces. Jiang Chong wiped the wound on his arm, adding, the remnant forces of Xingda Base might also be lurking nearby. We must be cautious. The next morning, we split into 2 teams. I, Yin Yang, and Jiang Chong led elite ability users to assault the mine. Commander Lee remained to defend the base. Xiao Wan'er led the medical squad, ready to provide immediate support. On the outskirts of the mine, from a distance, we saw the mine entrance. Dozens of enhanced mutants guarded the entrance. Jiang Chong transformed into his diamond form. Alas, sparks flew everywhere. Yin Yang conjured a fire tornado, sweeping several mutants into its vortex, sizzling as they burned. After half an hour of fierce combat, we finally cleared the entrance of mutants. Just as we were about to enter the mine, gunshots rang out from behind. It's Xingda base personnel. An ability user shouted. Dozens of Xingda remnant members surrounded us, led by Zhang Meng, Feng Ruian's deputy. Li Xinghe. Leader Feng said, you occupied our territory. Today we reclaim it. Zhang Meng roared. Earth ability surged around him. Spikes erupted from the ground. Still so diluted, Jiang Chong turned. His diamond body crashed into the spikes. The spikes shattered instantly. I teleported before Zhang Meng. My space ability bound him. Feng Ruian is controlled by the aliens. You're merely pawns. Zhang Meng struggled. Nonsense. We witnessed with our own eyes. You absorbed smaller bases. You'll come for us eventually. Just then, the roar of alien fighters echoed from the mine. Several fighters burst forth, attacking indiscriminately. One of Zhang Meng's men was struck by an energy blast. collapsing on the spot. Look closely. This is the alien power you sided with. I shouted. Release the spatial confinement. Zhang Ming froze. Watching the alien fighters continue their assault, he finally came to his senses. He roared. Brothers, let's fight these alien devils to the death. Sheng Da's remaining members turned their weapons. Yin Yang's fiery tornado ensnared a fighter. I teleported to the fighter's core. My lightning ability destroyed its energy source. One fighter plummeted and exploded. With the fighters dealt with, Zhang Ming knelt on one knee. Leader Li. We were wrong. We wish to join the United Base. To atone for our actions, I nodded. Welcome, but you must adhere to base regulations. After entering the mine, we indeed found a vast quantity of dark purple crystal ore being refined by alien devices. We destroyed the devices and loaded the ore onto trucks for transport back to base. We also learned that the deep-sea marrow stone was at another stronghold deep in the East Sea. After transporting the dark purple crystal ore back, the United Base began its research, discovering the crystal ore needed to fuse with deep-sea fragments. For it to function effectively, the deep-sea fragment stronghold, however, was even more heavily defended and guarded by alien mechs. I needed to enhance the Apocalypse spaceship's underwater combat capabilities. I gathered the technical personnel. Additionally, we needed to forge specialized weapons. 3 days later, the Apocalypse spaceship's upgrade was complete. Its underwater speed tripled. Equipped with underwater electromagnetic cannons and laser cutters. Concurrently, I used the remaining energy to enhance the nano-alloy steel saber, upgrading its blade sharpness. It gained an additional 15% lightning damage. Yin Yang's flame ability also made further breakthroughs, enabling him to briefly form a flame shield underwater. Before our departure, Xiao Wan'er arrived, handing each of us a healing potion. It's my upgraded healing potion. It can quickly heal wounds and even resist minor radiation. Her palm glowed with a faint golden light. May you triumph safely. I'll be waiting for you at the base. The Apocalypse spaceship once again submerged into the East Sea. This time, our target was clear. The deep-sea fragment's stronghold. In the target area, we spotted 3 alien mechs patrolling outside the stronghold. The mechs were colossal, entirely silver gray, equipped with energy cannons and alloy blades. Thrusters were mounted on their backs. I'll lure away 2 of them. You handle the rest. Jiang Chong volunteered. His diamond body shimmered brilliantly underwater. As he charged towards 2 mechs, the mechs immediately aimed their energy cannons, firing dark purple beams. Jiang Chong used his diamond shield to block the beams striking the shield, creating rippling shockwaves. Yin Yang launched fireballs, drawing the mech's attention. I teleported to the mech's head. My nano-alloy steel saber pierced its optical sensor, my lightning ability surging within. The mech's movements ceased. It lost balance and plummeted to the seabed. Having dealt with the third, I turned to Jiang Chong. He was being ambushed by the 2 remaining mechs, his diamond shield showing cracks. I teleported behind one mech. My spatial ability tore open its energy core. The mech exploded. The last remaining mech, sensing danger, attempted to retreat. Jiang Chong leaped, unleashing 2 powerful punches. Sparks flew as he smashed the mech, sending it crashing into the seabed. After infiltrating the stronghold, we found the deep-sea meteorite stored in the core chamber, protected by an energy shield. Nearby, alien scientists were researching fusion technology. Yin Yang blasted open the shield, unleashing a firebomb of maximum power. Charge. We'll rush in and deal with them. We seized the deep-sea meteorite from the alien scientists, but during our retreat, we discovered an alien document. Upon translation, we learned that the Star River cannon, once fired, would annihilate 80% of Blue Star's human settlements, and only 10 days remained until its launch. Returning to the United Base with the deep-sea marrow stone. The laboratory was ablaze with light. The dark purple crystal ore and deep-sea marrow stone rested on an energy stand. Energies intertwined and coiled, illuminating everyone's faces. Xiao Wan'er's fingertips lightly touched the ore, and faint golden healing energy flowed. The energy is too volatile. Commander Li stared at the instrument data. The technician stated that high-tier ability users would need to combine forces. Xinghe, Yin Yang, and Jiang Chong are the core. Zhang Ming, in the corner, had a complex expression. I foolishly aided Xingda before. This time, I wished to lead the charge in a tone. A piercing alarm suddenly blared. The detector's red lights flashed frantically. Alarm. Intense energy fluctuations detected in the East Sea. Mutated creatures are stirring. They're surging towards the coastal settlements. I quickly rose. These mutated creatures are infected by alien energy. We must stop them. Yin Yang's body ignited with orange-red flames. Count me in. Jiang Chong's diamond luminescence flared. I'll bear the brunt of the assault. The Apocalypse spaceship reached the East Sea in half an hour. The sea surface churned with dark purple, and a pungent, foul stench permeated the air. Countless mutated fish burst through the water's surface, their scales shimmering with a metallic sheen, and covered in dark purple markings, roaring as they surged towards the spaceship. Yang, clear the surface. He opened the hatch, unleashing dozens of fireballs. The sea surface erupted in a blaze, the mutated fish sizzling and burning. But more fish breached the wall of fire. As geysers of water erupted from below, a colossal mutated octopus burst forth. Its inky black tentacles coiled around the spaceship's flank, its suckers gleaming with a cold, menacing light. Jiang Chang's diamond luminescence flared as he leaped from the spaceship, smashing a tentacle with a single punch. Dark green blood spurted forth, corroding the spaceship's hull until it blackened. Zhang Meng pressed his hands onto the control panel. His earth ability burst forth as stone pillars erupted from the seabed, trapping the octopus. I teleported to the octopus's head. My lightning condensed into a potent bolt. It's over. The lightning fong pierced its brain. The octopus roared as it sank to the seabed. Yang collapsed in the spaceship, wiping sweat. The humidity on water suppresses my energy. My flame endurance is too poor here. Suddenly, a tremendous roar echoed from the seabed. A silver-gray alien infection emitter surfaced, bristling with dark purple energy cannon barrels. Mist overflowed from it, spawning new mutated creatures. We must destroy it. I piloted the spaceship directly into it. Zhang Meng channeled his power, forcing stone pillars to ram the emitter's base. The emitter shuddered violently. Yang struggled to condense a fire tornado, wrapping around the energy cannon barrels, scorching them. I seized the opportune moment. Electromagnetic. Fire. A silver-blue beam struck its core. An explosion ripped across the sea surface. The infection energy dissipated, and the remaining mutated creatures sank to the seabed. Upon returning to base, the spaceship's hull was riddled with scratches. Yang and Jiang Chang collapsed in the laboratory, their faces etched with exhaustion. Our abilities have their limitations, falter in specific environments or prolonged combat. I looked at the two crystals. My tone was firm. While undergoing targeted training, we'll accelerate the anti-star core device's development. Only 8 days left. No time to waste. The anti-star core device's development entered a critical phase. It requires precisely detonating two. This requires at least 3 high-tier ability users working together. Yang, Jiang Chang, and I became the key personnel, undergoing synchronized ability training daily. Xiao Wan'er also provided support, using her healing ability to stabilize our energy fluctuations. On the 5th day, during a training break, Anren suddenly sent news. Her wind ability detected a faint signal from an alien mothership, right above the Arctic ice cap. Concurrently, Zhang Meng brought an unexpected discovery. Among Xingda Base's secret archives was a dossier on an alien commander. The commander's name is Kalen. He possesses a gravity control ability and is immensely powerful. We must infiltrate the mothership to acquire the Star Core Cannon's precise blueprint. Otherwise, the anti-star core device cannot be precisely detonated. The Apocalypse spaceship stealth function was upgraded. The 3 of us will infiltrate, Commander Lee said worriedly. It's too dangerous. The alien mothership is heavily guarded. Without the blueprint, all our efforts will be in vain, I said firmly. That very night, the Apocalypse spaceship activated its stealth function and sped towards the Arctic ice cap. Above the ice cap, the outline of an alien mothership was faintly visible. Its massive metal hull was covered in ice. The spaceship stealthily approached the mothership's underside and found a maintenance entrance. I piloted the spaceship inside. Inside, a pale purple mist permeated the air. Alien soldiers patrolled along the passageway, holding energy guns in their hands. I'll take care of the patrols. You two follow. I teleported behind the patrol soldiers. My space ability confined them. We sneaked deep into the core control room and found Kalen calibrating the Star Core Cannon. His figure was towering. His skin was grayish-green, and he bore a dark purple crystal on his forehead. Careful. His gravity ability can alter the surrounding gravitational field. I reminded them in a low voice. Yang and Jiang Chang nodded and silently fanned out. I teleported next to the control console and began copying the blueprint. Kalen suddenly turned his head. The crystal on his forehead glowed. Humans, you're quite bold. The surrounding gravity instantly intensified. I felt my body grow heavy, making it hard to move. Jiang Chang rushed forward, his diamond body resisting the gravity. He punched towards Kalen. Kalen raised his hand. The gravitational field focused on Jiang Chang. Jiang Chang crashed to the ground. Yang conjured a fiery vortex and surged towards Kalen. Kalen dodged sideways. The gravitational field distorted the fiery vortex, and the fiery vortex veered off course. I seized the opportunity to activate my space ability, offsetting part of the gravity. I teleported behind Kalen. My lightning ability condensed into a sword, and I stabbed towards Kalen's back. Kalen turned around. The gravitational field trapped me. I felt my bones were about to crack. Jiang Chang struggled to his feet and smashed his diamond fist into the crystal on Kalen's forehead. The crystal developed a crack. Kalen roared. His gravitational field erupted. The 3 of us were thrown back. I seized the opportunity, finished copying the blueprint, and shouted, "Retreat." We teleported back to the spaceship and rapidly evacuated. The spaceship sped away. From behind, Kalen's furious roar echoed. You won't escape. The Star Core Cannon will fire in 3 days. After returning to base, we immediately handed the Star Core Cannon blueprint to the technical staff. The anti-Star Core device's development entered its final stretch. The blueprint showed the Star Core Cannon's core was in the mothership's center. It requires inserting the anti-Star Core device into the core's interior. Only then can it trigger a chain reaction explosion, destroying the Star Core Cannon. 3 days is enough time for us to complete the device. The technical staff were full of confidence, but the implantation requires someone to infiltrate the mothership's core. Kalen himself is stationed there. I looked at Yin Yang and Jiang Chong. It will still be the 3 of us. Yin Yang will draw fire. Jiang Chong will provide defense, and I will implant the device. Over the next 2 days, all personnel at the combined base were bustling. Technical staff assembled the anti-Star Core device. Ability users underwent final training. Xiao Wan'er mass-produced healing potions and energy supplements. Commander Li mobilized heavy weaponry, preparing to contain the alien mothership from the perimeter. On the evening of the 2nd day, the anti-Star Core device was completed. It was palm-sized and entirely silver gray. It contained the fused energy of 2 crystals. Once implanted into the Star Core Cannon's core, it would explode after 10 minutes. Just then, the base alarm rang out. On the holographic projection, the alien mothership's outline became increasingly clear. The Star Core Cannon's barrel subtly shifted, seeming to conduct a final probe. Commander Li activated defenses. I shouted. The combined base's meteorite barrier and heavy electromagnetic cannons, all activated. The alien mothership fired several energy blasts. Xiao Wan'er's healing barrier intertwined with the meteorite barrier and forcefully withstood the attack. The barrier rippled. Commander Li commanded. Dozens of electromagnetic cannons fired. They struck the mothership's hull, leaving behind shallow marks. Kalen is testing our defensive strength. Jiang Chong clenched his fist. I nodded. Yin Yang, Jiang Chong, pilot the Apocalypse spaceship with me and attack. The spaceship ascended and rendezvoused with the combined base's fighter squadron. Yin Yang launched flame bombs, destroying 2 alien frigates. I piloted the spaceship, teleporting to the mothership's side. My lightning ability attacked an energy conduit. The conduit ruptured. Dark purple energy leaked out. Kalen's voice echoed through the public channel. Humans, give up resistance. The Star Core Cannon will incinerate everything. Dream on. I shouted. Fire the laser cutter, cutting open a breach in the mothership's hull. After an hour of fierce fighting, the alien mothership retreated. It was clearly just a probe. After returning to base, we knew time was running out. Tomorrow, we must infiltrate the mothership and implant the anti-Star Core device. Xiao Wan'er handed us energy supplements. These can quickly restore your abilities. You must return safely. I squeezed her hand. Don't worry, we will return. Before our departure, the base relayed surprising news. Qingda Base's scouts had discovered Feng Ruan's whereabouts. He was imprisoned by alien forces in an auxiliary outpost of the mothership, seemingly forced to research crystal fusion technology. Feng Ruan knows the alien mothership's internal structure. Rescuing him would help with the infiltration. I immediately adjusted the plan. First, rescue Feng Ruan, then infiltrate the mothership. The Apocalypse spaceship headed straight for the auxiliary stronghold. The stronghold was a metal platform suspended high in the air, guarded by alien fighters. Yin Yang launched several flame bombs. The fighters turned to intercept. I piloted the spaceship to warp beneath the platform. Jiang Chong leaped out. His diamond fist smashed open the platform's entrance. After entering the platform, we found it filled with prison cells. Feng Ruan was confined in the deepest part. Energy conduits connected to his body. His face was pale. Feng Ruan. I warped to the front of the cell. My space ability destroyed the door lock. Jiang Chong disconnected the energy conduits. Feng Ruan weakly opened his eyes. Li Xinghe. I was wrong. Don't speak of that now. Come with us. I helped him up. Healing energy flowed through my battle armor to Feng Ruan. His complexion slightly improved. Just then, the stronghold alarm blared. Karen's subordinates arrived. Feng Ruan suddenly exerted force. A faint telekinetic aura emanated around him. I'll hold them off. You all go now? Though his telekinetic ability was weak, it still temporarily bound the enemies. I was stunned. Feng Ruan smiled bitterly. When I was controlled, I secretly memorized the mothership's core defense layout. This is the only way I can atone. He handed me a memory chip. The core area has a gravity trap. Only this frequency can disable it. With that said, Feng Ruan charged at the enemies. His telekinetic ability erupted, and he perished with the enemies. I clutched the chip. My heart was heavy. After returning to the spaceship, we used the chip to decipher the gravity trap's frequency. The Apocalypse spaceship's stealth function upgraded again, capable of shielding against gravity detection. Late at night, we piloted the spaceship straight for the alien mothership. The mothership was already hovering over West Sea City. The Star River cannon was undergoing its final calibration. Dark purple energy gathered in the barrel. According to the plan, Yin Yang would create an explosion on the mothership's left side to draw Karen's attention. Jiang Chong would engage the guards on the right. I would infiltrate the core to implant the device. I assigned the tasks. The 3 nodded and prepared themselves. The spaceship approached the mothership. Yin Yang, carrying a meteorite energy bomb, warped to the left engine. He pressed the detonator. A colossal explosion erupted. The mothership shuddered. Karen was indeed drawn, his gravity field enveloping the left area. Jiang Chong seized the opportunity to warp to the right, his diamond body smashing through guards to draw their fire. I activated the spaceship, stealthily infiltrating the mothership's core region. Following Feng Ruian's route, I bypassed the gravity traps, arriving at the Star River Cannon's core control room. The center of the control room, the cannon's core, pulsed with a dark purple glow. Energy conduits covered the surroundings. Karen was not here. I found the interface. It was at the core's base. I needed to bypass the energy lock. I channeled my space ability, carefully peeling away the energy lock's protective layer. My lightning ability precisely connected. The bypass program initiated. Just then, Karen's voice resonated. "Human, did you truly think you could succeed?" Karen appeared at the doorway. The crystal on his forehead glowed. The surrounding gravity instantly intensified. I felt my body pinned down, unable to move. Feng Ruian's chip couldn't deceive me after all. Karen advanced, step by step. The gravity field grew ever stronger. My battle armor began to crack. "It's our turn now." Yin Yang's voice echoed. A fiery tornado burst through the control room door, ensnaring Karen. The gravity field instantly weakened. Jiang Chong burst in. His diamond fist struck at Karen. Karen dodged sideways. The gravity field focused on Jiang Chong. Jiang Chong crashed to the ground. I seized the chance to implant the anti-Star River device into the interface. I pressed the activation key. The device glowed green. Insertion successful. Detonating in 10 minutes. Karen roared. "You will all die." His gravity field erupted. Yin Yang's fiery tornado was scattered. Jiang Chong struggled to his feet, charging Karen once more. I warped behind Karen. Lightning and space abilities wove into a blade, striking the crystal on Karen's forehead. The crystal cracked further. Karen shrieked in agony. The gravity field spiraled out of control. The entire control room shook violently. "Retreat," I yelled. Yin Yang helped Jiang Chong up. We dashed out of the control room. Karen pursued us. His gravity field locked onto us relentlessly. "The ship is outside the mothership. It's too far. I'll cover the retreat." Jiang Chong pushed us away. His diamond body erupted with intense light, forcefully resisting the gravity field. "Go, find the spaceship." Yin Yang and I seized the chance to warp away. Behind us, Jiang Chong's roar and Karen's bellow echoed. After locating the spaceship, we immediately activated it. Yin Yang looked back. Jiang Chong is still inside. I watched the explosion countdown in the mothership's core and gritted my teeth. "Trust him. We must leave now, or the anti-Star River device's explosion will engulf us." The spaceship accelerated its withdrawal. A violent explosion erupted behind us. Karen's gravity field vanished. Jiang Chong's figure burst from the mothership, pulled up by the spaceship's tractor beam. Jiang Chong was covered in wounds. His diamond body was riddled with cracks. "I've temporarily trapped Karen. Go, fast." The spaceship sped away at full throttle. Behind us, the alien mothership's core zone erupted with an even greater explosion. The Star River Cannon's energy fluctuations went wild. Its dark purple glow gradually faded. The ship returned to the Alliance base. Everyone awaited news. Seeing our return, Xiao Wan'er immediately rushed forward, using her healing ability to treat Jiang Chong's wounds. "I'm so glad you're all safe." Commander Li watched from the holographic projection as the alien mothership's Star River cannon gradually failed, and sighed in relief. "It's a success." But not long after, the system suddenly blared an alarm, detecting numerous alien fleet signals. Approaching Blue Star. Estimated arrival in 3 days. I clenched my fist. Karen's dying words had come true. This is the true ultimate showdown. Although the Star River cannon was destroyed, the alien fleet's power was even greater. We must quickly consolidate all our forces. Over the next 3 days, Galaxy Base fully prepared for war, absorbing surrounding smaller survivor bases and integrating weapon resources. Xiao Wan'er's healing ability leveled up, able to heal multiple injured individuals simultaneously. She could also form a large-scale healing barrier. Yin Yang's flame ability broke through to level 6, capable of condensing a gigantic fire dragon. Jiang Chong's diamond ability also advanced, with significantly boosted defense and attack power. I used the remaining energy to strengthen the Apocalypse spaceship. The spaceship was equipped with more powerful electromagnetic cannons and energy shields. It could also carry more fighters. At the same time, I modified the anti-Star River device's technology, creating numerous small bombs for combating the alien fleet. Early on the 3rd day, a dense alien fleet appeared in the sky, numbering over 1,000 ships. Leading them was a mothership even larger than before, radiating terrifying energy fluctuations. "All units, attention. Proceed as planned." I piloted the Empress spaceship into the sky. The United Base's fighter squadrons, ability user mobile forces, and heavy weapon units were all deployed. The alien fleet fired dense energy blasts. The United Base's meteorite barrier and healing barrier intertwined, forcibly withstood the first wave of attack. Commander Li gave the order. Heavy electromagnetic cannons. Fire. Dozens of electromagnetic projectiles were launched, striking several alien warships. The warships exploded violently. Yin Yang, on the ship's deck, concentrated his power. A gigantic fire dragon swept forth, incinerating a section of the alien warships. I controlled the spaceship to teleport, launching small anti-star river bombs to destroy the warship cores. The battle intensified. The alien fleet's offensive grew fiercer. The United base's losses gradually increased. Several ability users fell. Heavy weaponry was over half destroyed. We can't go on like this. We must destroy the leading mothership, I shouted, piloting the spaceship straight for the main mothership. The main mothership's defenses were formidable. Its energy shield blocked all attacks. I hurled all remaining bombs at the shield core. For victory, the shield shattered, opening a breach. I teleported to the main mothership's core. My lightning and space abilities erupted, destroying its energy source. The main mothership began to collapse. The alien fleet's offensive weakened. After several hours of fierce fighting, the alien fleet was routed, fleeing into space. But we knew this was only temporary. The alien civilization would not relent. After the battle, the United base was a wasteland. Yet, everyone's eyes were filled with hope. While clearing the battlefield, we discovered in the main mothership's wreckage a dossier on the alien civilization. Upon translation, we learned this was merely an alien vanguard fleet. The true main fleet would arrive in a month, carrying even more formidable weapons. 1 month. We must grow stronger. Static. The Apocalypse base will open its ability training resources. All ability users can come to train and enhance their power. I broke through to a level 7 enhanced being. My space and lightning abilities merged. I could unleash the thunder space domain. Within this domain, I commanded space and lightning. Its power was boundless. Yin Yang's flame ability advanced to level 7. He could control flames like a volcanic eruption. Jiang Chang's diamond ability also reached level 7. His body could withstand attacks from small nuclear bombs. Xiao Wan'er's healing ability upgraded, able to revive recently fallen ability users. It had a limited number of uses. The base's defenses were also fully upgraded. The meteorite barrier was upgraded to a star shield, capable of withstanding interstellar-grade weapon attacks. The Apocalypse spaceship was upgraded to the Apocalypse battleship. It was equipped with a Star River Cannon T, reverse-engineered and modified, capable of unleashing devastating attacks. Simultaneously, 10 mechs were built, piloted by elite ability users. 1 month later, a gigantic space-time rift appeared in the sky. The alien main fleet slowly emerged, numbering in the tens of thousands of ships. Leading them was the alien overlord's flagship, radiating overwhelming energy fluctuations. The ultimate showdown had begun. Behind me stood all the United base's forces. The alien overlord's voice came through the public channel. Insignificant humans, your resistance is meaningless. Blue Star will become our colony. I gripped the nanoalloy steel saber in my hand, my gaze resolute. Blue Star is our home. If you wish to take it, you must first tread over our corpses. The Apocalypse battleship opened fire first. The Star River cannon struck the alien flagship's shield, stirring up layers of ripples. All of the United base's weapons fired simultaneously. The alien fleet also launched its attack. The sky was filled with energy beams and explosive flashes. Xiao Wan'er's healing barrier enveloped the entire United base, continuously repairing damage. I teleported to the alien flagship's core. My thunder space domain expanded. Space warped, and lightning raged. The alien flagship's energy core was destroyed. The alien overlord roared, rushing at me. His ability was Dimensional Devour, capable of devouring all energy. I activated my thunder space domain and fiercely battled the alien overlord. Space constantly shattered, and lightning continuously clashed. While he was distracted, I teleported to his chest. My saber quickly pierced his body. The crystal. The alien overlord let out a horrifying shriek. His body gradually dissipated. The alien flagship crumbled. The alien fleet, now leaderless, began to rout. The United base seized the opportunity to launch a full counterattack. The alien fleet scattered and fled. The space-time rift closed. The battle ended. Blue Star returned to peace. The United base began to reconstruct their homeland. Under the sunlight, the United base's flag fluttered in the wind. Commander Li remarked emotionally, "Unity and belief are truly humanity's most powerful weapons." I looked at my companions beside me, and at the cheering people in the base. I clenched my fist. Static. We won this war. The smoke of battle in the sky gradually dispersed. The dark red sky returned to its long-absent pale blue. But the alien warship wreckage visible everywhere on the ground, and mutant corpses, still spoke of the brutality of this decisive battle. Commander Li led the military units, clearing heavy weapon wreckage. Jiang Chang led the mech forces, patrolling the battlefield's edge. Yin Yang, meanwhile, used flames to incinerate infected areas, preventing alien energy from spreading. I walked, holding my nanoalloy steel saber, threading through the ruins. My thunder space domain occasionally expanded, clearing residual alien energy nodes. Xiao Wan'er followed behind me. a pale golden healing barrier enveloping the entire area, repairing the land scorched by energy, and rescuing the surviving wounded. There are still 3 residual energy signatures. An Rant's voice came through the communicator. My wind ability detected hidden alien covert outposts. These covert outposts were left behind by the alien main fleet when they fled. They resembled metal capsules, buried deep underground, and were quietly repairing small space-time channels, attempting to summon subsequent supply forces. Yin-Yang, use volcanic flames to burn open the ground. I ordered. Yin-Yang's body surged with orange-red flames. He clasped his hands together. A gigantic pillar of fire erupted, burning a deep pit into the ground, revealing the outlines of the metal capsules. The core of these covert outposts are energy crystals. They must be destroyed. Jiang Chong transformed into his diamond form and leapt into the deep pit. His diamond fist smashed into the capsule's shell. The shell cracked open. I teleported to the top of the capsule. My thunder space domain expanded. Space warping to bind capsule. Space distortion containment capsule. The lightning ability condensed and pierced deep into the core crystal. With a crack, the crystal shattered. The nexus ceased operation, and the faint light of the F-dimensional portal completely extinguished. After successively clearing 3 nexuses, we discovered a remnant alien data chip. Upon translation, we learned this main fleet was merely the vanguard. The true invasion would commence in 1 year. Their objective, to plunder Blue Star's meteorite energy resources. 1 year. We must make Blue Star impregnable. The Apocalypse base opened its meteorite energy cultivation chambers. All ability users could share these resources. The military region base mass-produced mechs and galaxy cannons. The City of Hope formed an interstellar reconnaissance team to monitor cosmic signals. Shengda base's remaining members were responsible for repairing urban infrastructure and resettling survivors. In the days that followed, the United Base entered a period of peaceful development. I integrated meteorite energy into my Thundervoid domain. My domain expanded to 1,000 meters. The fusion of lightning and space grew more proficient. Yin-Yang's flame energy conduction could form permanent fire barriers on the ground. Jiang Chong's diamond body could achieve temporary flight. Xiao Wan'er's healing ability broke through its limits, allowing her to purify minor alien energies. 3 months later, most cities on Blue Star completed their initial reconstruction. Survivors returned to their homes. The United Base's flag fluttered above the major cities. But no one forgot the looming crisis. Daily training and reconnaissance never ceased. Their resolve solidified amidst the peace. Blue Star entered a phase of full reconstruction. The United Base's various branches became reconstruction hubs. Shengda Base's remnant members leveraged their engineering expertise, repairing urban infrastructure. The military region base's heavy machinery operated day and night, leveling the battlefield ruins. The City of Hope's ability users utilized their powers to cultivate plants, restoring greenery to the desolate lands. The Tianho base, in turn, opened all its technological and ability resources, establishing a comprehensive defense system for all. Yin-Yang, Jiang Chong, Xiao Wan'er, and I formed the Blue Star Guardian Squad. Patrolling across the globe, beneath the Antarctic ice sheet, we discovered an alien energy laboratory left behind. Inside, a vast quantity of unactivated infection sources were stored. Once spread, they would once again spawn mutants. Yin-Yang's high heat melted the laboratory. I ordered Yin-Yang to condense volcanic-level flames to incinerate both the ice layer and the laboratory. The intense heat completely annihilated the infection sources, while Xiao Wan'er's healing ability purified the lingering infection aura, ensuring no trace remained. During this period, countless survivors joined the Guardian Squad. Some awakened new abilities, while others mastered technological RD. During my patrols, my Thundervoid domain underwent another breakthrough, allowing me to temporarily connect to Blue Star's meteorite energy network, forming a global protective barrier. Any approaching alien energy would be instantly detected. One day, 3 months later, the interstellar reconnaissance team detected a faint cosmic signal. Upon translation, we learned the galaxy civilization, due to the annihilation of their main fleet, had erupted into civil war. They would be unable to launch another attack on Blue Star in the short term. However, they had left behind a galaxy imprint. In a century, it would guide a new fleet's arrival. A century was enough time for us to grow stronger. I convened the Alliance High Command. We must establish an interstellar defense front and cultivate a new generation of guardians to pass down the unwavering belief in protecting Blue Star. Regions far and wide responded swiftly. Young ability users joined special training camps and tech teams, developed more powerful weapons. 10 years later, Blue Star regained its pre-apocalyptic prosperity, even surpassing it. Skyscrapers rose in every city. Clean energy powered the globe. Mutants had completely vanished. Humans and nature coexisted in harmony. A new generation of guardians had risen. They listened to the battle stories of their forebears, their eyes alight with determination and fervor. I stood on the deck of the Apocalypse battleship. Beside me, partners who had fought for years. Yin-Yang had become the dean of the Ability Academy, cultivating passionate young ability users. Jiang Chong served as the commander of the Interstellar Defense Station, guarding Blue Star's cosmic frontier. Xiao Wan'er had established a global healing network, safeguarding the health of all. Commander Li, though advanced in age, still served as an advisor in the military region. Passing on his military expertise, I gazed at the prosperous cities below, clutching the nano-alloy steel saber in my hand. No matter how many years passed, no matter how many challenges we faced, we would always protect Blue Star. Sunlight streamed onto the deck, and the Alliance flag unfurled in the wind. Humanity's unwavering resolve to protect Blue Star, like an inextinguishable flame, burned through the ages, becoming an eternal beacon, illuminating Blue Star's past, present, and future.